one of them is like, oh yeah, well if you found that guy behind the secret door in the death dungeon, he'd be like, well, we should go here and get this guy. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. The other one just says, the characters might want to visit here after leaving the Dungeon of the Dead 3. Or going to the other place. And I'm like, but why?
We might want to visit.
Why would they want to go here? You don't give me a reason. You just say, the characters might want to go here.
Well, no, it sounds pretty cool to me.
I'm like, what's the reason for going here? What purpose is there?
I mean, I believe we have a reward to go collect from the man who is being beaten to death. Now that I'm in my power armor. Hello, citizen.
Oh, yeah.
To save me time and effort, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not getting that reward.
Wait, what?
That's fine.
I might go over and light his house on fire.
He lied through his teeth.
Clem Gesso.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, he just made my shit list. If we see him again, I'm beating him to death.
That's okay.
We'll never see him again.
Yeah, I know.
Let me go find it.
He made my shit list. I knew I should have beat him to death right there. I was like, this guy isn't gonna give us anything. He wants to run away way too quick. He's probably being tortured because he's withholding funds to the local orphanage. The bastard.
Yeah, Klim guarantees that his family will pay a generous reward for his safe return to their estate in the upper city, but he is lying. His mother's dead, his patriarch father is ailing, and his 3 younger siblings crave their inheritance, which they'd rather split 3 ways for.
Oh my god.
So the entire rest of his family hates him, so he actually doesn't have any money, essentially.
The trading costa that the family part owns is struggling and can't afford to pay any large reward or ransom.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, no, he's like in shit regardless of whether or not you guys actually rescue him.
Okay, well, to be honest, that makes me feel slightly better. I thought he was just a stuck-up cunt, but his life actually...
Tell us about the old man that we made a hole in.
Huh?
That guy was dead, and we all know.
Yeah, that man was already dead.
Oh, okay. Right.
Hobgoblin has flawless
Which is
reasoning
specifically
logic.
why I asked which one you were doing that to, because I'm like, one of these people is alive.
I mean, obviously the Sims shoot the old man.
Alive.
Well, I mean, all I had was fire bolts, and I didn't want to shoot the tiefling because the tiefling might live through it and get up. That's the only reason I didn't shoot the tiefling. If it was any other race, I would have done it. I don't think hobgoblins can be Sims.
Illegal.
I don't think it's in my racial code.
Also misclick.
The races that can be simps are halflings and humans.
What?
Well, halflings are short humans, and humans are humans. Therefore, they're the only 2 races that can be simps.
Okay. With my brief 30 seconds of reading just now, I've come up with an excuse to send you to one of these places.
Oh, thank God.
It's because we want to go there.
Yeah, because the characters might want to go there, apparently.
You should put the idea into one of our heads.
Be like, go here, dickheads.
Yeah, okay.
So, since Luke so kindly offered to give me a recap,
There it is.
I had a perfectly good reason to shoot that old man.
He was old and a man. Shoot
He
him.
could have been a terrorist.
Old and a man.
I mean, he had a long beard. That's
I
like...
don't recall any of you objecting to that murder.
No, I don't think any of us object to
Well, I
any
couldn't
murder in
see
this
the
party.
man.
Well, that means you don't get to object.
I could see the back of you, and that was as far as my vision went.
Then you don't know that anything. On me. Is this room better for D&D?
And then I walked further forward and I saw the
It's got the D&D dust in it.
Okay, that's good. Relax a little more.
If I was a good character, I might have kicked.
It's too fucking hot in here. Alright. I'm not reading this out. Just let me know when you'll have finished.
Luke.
I'm also gonna skim over it because I don't remember what happened.
Fair enough.
There was no alchemist's fire. It was oil and firebolts, but same stuff.
I mean, oil is alchemy and fire is fire. I'm very tired. I wanted where I did that thing again where I stayed up for 24 hours.
Why don't you just go the fuck to bed?
Just want to play D&D.
Fuck D&D.
No, fuck you. Run D&D.
Fuck you.
Oh, bathhouse is spelled with 2 H's. Oh.
Yeah, otherwise it would be bathhouse.
Or bat house.
Or bat house.
Can we go to the bat house instead?
The only way to get in is with a bat carriage.
Or if you bring in one or more bats to the front door.
Okay. So, hang on, let me just change my audio device real quick. No. Did anyone else go with Snowy to report to Captain Zodge?
I think we all did because we got our money last session.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Snowy technically flew ahead of the rest of us, but I mean, we were all going over there anyways.
Yeah, we all did, but I went as fast as I could because I feel like the Dragon Contest is worth being fast about.
Fair enough. Okay. You all rush off to find Zodge. It takes a little bit, but you eventually locate him with not too much trouble since you've still got his badges. I forgot what Zodge sounded like.
I am a human man.
Yeah, I legit, like, hang on. Did I
He's
actually
a
write
real
this down?
gruff cunt.
Was I smart enough to write this down? No, I didn't care enough about this game. Okay.
He inhaled some helium. Give him a helium.
No. Oh, I see it's my A-team. Oh, band of miscreants. You got anything to report?
Oh, so many things.
Go, Snowy, go.
We have the bag of cultist hands. We have to catch up.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
I took all the left hands of every single
Show
enemy
him
in
that.
that building.
I feel like that might be weird.
We're a team of reasonably untrustworthy people sent to go carry out a task, showing that we killed that many people proves that we did something.
Hmm.
I still think it's weird that you took the hands and not like an ear. Usually people get ears.
Well, I mean, either way, they're dead.
Yeah, I know, but it's like
Here's the cultists, and I'll throw the bag on the ground.
I agree with the ear thing. I mean, that would have been a lot easier to carry.
well, we've made our point. Also, dragon cultists. Group of them walked in through the bathhouse and into the tunnels below. We were too exhausted to stop them, and that's where they are now.
Yes, there are quite many.
Well, I suppose I didn't hire you to deal with dragon cultists, so I can't fault you for ignoring them.
If we tried to do anything, we'd probably be dead.
They swept in quite swiftly, and there was a good number of them.
That was some free information that we just gave you there. Hope you appreciate that.
I appreciate that I'm gonna have to make sure that the team I send in to make sure the place is empty is well armed. Real fucking thankful.
I wouldn't mind a second go.
Well armed, you say?
I would mind a second.
I point
go.
at the bag of arms.
Oh, real fucking funny man we've got here.
A comedic paladin. Now that is unique.
If you want us to kill some dragon cultists, you're gonna have to let us rest first.
No, you just have yourselves a good rest. I'll send in another team to check the place out. I'll make sure they're quick about it. And you see him kind of looks over at like a group of guys who are standing around, like kind of flinch back a moment. See look like dawning on their faces as they realize that they're gonna have an actual job.
Oh, should I supervise them? I can be very motivational.
Appreciate the offer, but there's no need. Just get yourself some rest. I'll send someone to give you your new job in the morning.
This has all been a very fun and very stressful day. I've enjoyed every second of it.
I can imagine, with this many hands, there must have been quite a mess to deal with down there.
Oh, an atrocious mess. It was beautiful.
I didn't even take the undead hands.
Yes, there's a lot of weird shit down there, but we definitely searched the whole place, and there was nothing that we did not find.
Yeah, I even shook the bedposts to steal all of their money, so I don't really know what else we expected to do.
That's good to hear. Now, run along. I don't have all day to deal with yous.
Let's go have some fun.
I go purchase things mentioned last session.
I don't remember what it was, but go for it.
Splint armor.
Mostly
Oh, yeah,
split
no,
mail,
that's
yeah. We both went and bought split mail.
Yeah, that's fine.
You do anything with the rest of your day? Aside from split mail?
Guess if they're doing that, I'll buy studded leather.
Cool.
Okay, leather daddy.
I probably don't even have enough for that.
We got paid like. Did you not see how much money we got?
It's 200 each, and plus the sellings of the other
I have
ones.
to go scroll back out because I put it in. chat.
33 gold, 1 silver, and 6 gold. So 240 gold and 1 silver.
To each of us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
How much do studded leather cost?
It's like 40 gold.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can buy that. Sure.
How expensive do you think putting some metal rivets in leather is?
I don't know. Prices go up like alarmingly fast. Like hide armor, it's like 50 guilds. Studded leather, 45. Okay, a bit of a jump, and then you go to like fucking half plate, 1,000.
Well, it's made of metal.
Yeah.
The hide armor you can make out of like 1 deer.
You skin it and then put it over you.
I know, but it's like 1 AC from the previous thing, and it's an extra 500 gold.
Well, I mean, you know, it does kind of make sense from a medieval development standpoint, although I don't really understand how chain is so cheap. I feel like chain would be a lot more expensive.
I guess they're just making so much of it that the market is real cheap about it. Because it's always needed.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
I
go
think we're-
out and perform knife juggling and while belly dancing.
The fuck?
Roll performance.
What?
That one, you knife yourself in the belly.
Yes!
Too tired for the day. What a beautiful start.
Looks like you're dead, Sonny.
You do in fact cut yourself. You take 1 damage.
No!
Your beautiful belly.
Rakdos is watching. I love it. It's a good thing you and T shat.
Alright. Day passes, settle in wherever you feel like.
Elf song.
I guess I'll go back to the bar. I committed murder and I didn't go to sleep there.
one of the many inns or taverns around.
I might as well stick with everybody considering we're getting a second job.
My tiny treehouse that I've painfully constructed at the top of a big tree.
He has his tiny little home too in the tree.
Okay. Do you make it like a little nest in the tree?
Yeah, it's just like a bird nest, but it's also got a roof on it.
Okay. Can you roll me a stealth?
A stealth.
Yes.
You're a public nuisance.
Alright. You expertly make this little house in such a manner that like it's not really easy to notice. So you've got your hidden little house in a tree.
I'm gonna make sure to only fly to it at night, so people don't see me flying to it.
I will tell you now, if you'd rolled low, a guard would have knocked you and the house out of the tree
Fair enough.
for illegal construction.
Got a permit for that.
Well, I mean, the guard would have just been a member of the Flaming Fist, and those guys are assholes.
Oh my god, Flaming Fist. I seen them in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, that's what's his face? Will's buddies.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're set in the same universe.
Look,
It's almost like it's the same fucking city.
It's almost like you're in Avernus at the start of the
the Flaming
game.
Fists are
It's
from
called Descent into
Baldur's Gate.
Avernus.
Do you know Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, remind me at some point when we're in Avernus to make a casual reference to a Nautiloid that just appears like in the background and then disappears again.
Well, I think Baldur's Gate 3 is set like literally right at the end of Avernus. Like at the end of this module.
Yeah, right. Are we somehow part of that, like, Hell War?
The Blood War. Possibly.
I have no fucking clue. Wait, you think I read that far ahead? I don't know what's happening today.
Today,
I
we
read
are
the.
buying
I
two
started
health
reading the
potions.
next place you were going to go to. It said the characters might want to go here. I got angry, shouted why, and stopped reading it.
Alright, God, where are we going this morning? We find Captain What's-His-Face.
Yeah, you need to talk to Captain Sarge. Get your new job.
On my way,
Alright.
I will buy 2 health potions and try and get a discount.
Okay, I can't be bothered role playing that. Roll persuasion.
The assets.
You are not getting a discount.
Oh, what people so prudent.
Your wall.
I will still buy them. 2 health potions, as I also come to meet everyone in the morning with a fresh hot new familiar of a flying snake.
Wait, what?
I forgot about the OP invisible flying snake.
Hold up, what the fuck are you talking about?
And I show up in steel-plated power armor with a giant gauntlet.
I show up.
You know that flying snake in the picture of my character? Yeah,
Oh,
that's actually there now.
sure.
Except you can't see.
Oh, it's visible for the time. It just goes invisible whenever it wants. So, are you attending to Captain Such?
Zoji boy.
Morning, miscreants.
Good morning.
So after taking a look through the bathhouse, we found let's just say a few cultists that weren't missing their hands.
Goops.
Well, that must be the dragon cultists.
Ah, what them? I also found a man by the name of Vanthampur.
What a bizarre name.
What an awful name.
His body was a bit messed up, but I think it was Mortlock Vanthampur. One of the sons of House Vanthampur. Who, due to his peculiar location, we now suspect of having dealings with this cult.
Ah, so we're going to go investigate them?
That you are. Alright, now I've got 2 leads. You could, if you want, you can go straight to their villa, check it out. Or
could try and find one of the other sons.
I assume their other son is not at the villa.
No, my information tells me he pays frequent visits to one of the taverns down in the lower city. The villa is in the upper city, so not only does this make him a bit easier to reach, it also makes him a bit easier to get to. You know, away from all of his guards and walls.
Well, we do love a good tavern brawl.
It would be a very interesting time.
Yes, that sounds like the better option for now.
Well, apparently, he likes to make frequent visits to a place called the Low Lantern. It's a small place down on the docks.
Does he have a name, or are we just supposed to ask everybody?
Vantamper.
Well, other than that.
The man you'll be looking for is Emmerich Vanthamper. And just when I say down on the docks, I mean down on the docks. The Low Lantern is a boat.
Oh,
Oh,
I haven't been on a boat since Waterdeep.
Well, I wouldn't get too excited about it. This one never goes anywhere. I converted it into a tavern.
Oh, I get to play with the helm. I would imagine usually best times are the night time.
I'll have a better chance of catching him down there at night.
It's not like we're doing anything else. We should just wait there for him.
yes, a stakeout.
That sounds like a great idea.
I mean, if
Why
such
they
a rich
call it
guy is
stakeout?
going to. Yeah, Virginia.
I don't know why it's called a stakeout.
Usually because you put steak out and then the creature comes for the trap.
Is that true?
That makes so much sense.
Yes, that's how we do it in Jalt all the time.
It makes sense, but somehow I don't believe you.
I think it's spelled different as well.
I don't care how you do it, just get it done. And get out of my sight.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we want him alive, right?
But we want to question him. We don't have to kill him.
Yes, we don't have to crush his head until the very end.
I
Yeah.
don't care what you do with him, just find out what his family's up to.
Ooh. No rules.
Going to still have a license to kill.
We do.
We wouldn't probably get that in the upper city. If we were going to the place.
Let's go have some
Better
fun.
use it while we can.
Yeah, definitely.
Abuse this shit.
To the low land.
I mean, it's like the early morning.
Yep.
Yeah. You got things to do?
Regrettably, no.
I've already made my purchases.
So you headed on down to the Low Lantern then?
Hell
Yeah.
Alright. Make your way down towards the docks. As you approach, fog obscures the docks, preventing you from even seeing the Low Lantern until you get within a few hundred feet of it, whereupon its tall masts and creaking bulk come into view. The converted ship is rigging but no sails, and is anchored to the wharf by thick chains. Wooden staircase, a wooden staircase climbs from the wharf's edge to the main deck. A lantern at the bow casts a eerie green light to signify that the tavern is open for business. As it's fairly early morning, there are currently not many people at the Lone Lantern.
I will joyfully make my way down into the Low Lantern and see if the barkeep is okay with me playing music for the patrons.
And I'm sure we've got an actual map for the Low Lantern. Is that person seriously called Aerith? Oh. Oh, okay. That was. Let me go onto the map. Ultra, Zulsa, and Snowy. Perfect. And bring you across to here. I feel like I should get rid of most of these people since it's daytime. Sleeve the commoner looking tokens. GM layer. GM layer. And that'll do. Okay, you alright? The Low Lantern.
Hell yeah.
I wish to look for lanterns on this boat.
I mean, the green lantern that signifies that the tavern is open for business is still at the bow of the ship.
This is so much fun.
Yeah, fair enough.
Can we how many bars society has?
Do live in a society.
I couldn't agree more.
I assume that the stairs going down leads in.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Going straight in.
Are these just birds?
Wait, I can talk to birds, right?
Yeah, that's suppose, yeah. I mean, can you?
Hey, the Aircockran language is not for birds.
She.
By the way, just before I move you down, the main deck of the ship features wooden steps climbing up to the forecastle and aft castle, and another set of stairs descending into the ship. A padlocked wooden hatch fitted with windows acts as a skylight for the deck below, the tavern proper, visible through the hatch's glass panes. 4 dead seagulls lie on the deck, and 2 ravens squawk at you from the crow's nest. A 40-foot climb up the ship's rigging.
10 seagulls.
Nice.
Just dead seagulls.
Okay.
That's...
Do they look like they were killed by the crows?
Make a medicine check.
Nope.
got no idea. It's just dead seagulls. It's honestly rather strange.
Dude, this video.
Somebody been feeding him Nurofen.
Oh god.
So you guys just going downstairs?
Yeah.
I definitely am.
Alright, good. 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 Good.
It's a crewman.
Huh? Oh,
I could definitely speak to that one.
You step down into the main deck. There's a few people in here. You see, they've hang on, human. Okay. See this human lady. Just step up, kick them out of the way. Whoa, under that person apparently. How have I? What the fuck did I do?
You moved the tiefling over there.
No, on the page for like all of the stuff on the boat, I accidentally scrolled it.
Oh
I had to figure out where the fuck I was. See this human woman step up, call out to you, and says, "Well met. My name is Lorraine." Fuck, hang on. I have a pronunciation guide for exactly this purpose. How do I say this bitch's name? Lorraine Thundereth.
Jesus.
But folks around here call me the captain. If you're thirsting for a beverage or looking to gamble, you've come to the right place. But watch your step. Things can get pretty messy around here.
Greetings, Captain. Can I get a drink? And is it permissible for me to play music here?
I won't stop you as long as you're not playing too bad and, annoying the other customers.
Perfect. If they did not like it, I would stop right away. Wiggle and squirm my way through here.
Depending on how well you play, the drink might be on the house.
Oh, I'll try to do my best then.
Back to the corner. Yes, there's a crab there. I haven't yet found any notes on the crab. I just know that it's there.
It just exists.
I enjoy this crab. This is good crab.
The tavern area here, by the way, is lit with hanging oil lanterns. And whatever natural light is slipping through the glass hatch and the ship's grimy portholes.
I'll give you such a pinch.
Alright, it's also, can you give me a performance, or hang on, what are you doing?
Playing my flute.
Okay, roll your flute with your charisma then.
Oh my god.
Playing
You
that,
definitely do not have to pay for your drinks.
playing that beautiful melody straight from the land, Schultz.
Oh, I hear. This one. The one bit of preparation I got done was I uploaded a bunch of the Baldur's Gate music that Josh gave me.
Oh my god.
a good possibility.
I don't really think it would even take 100 gold. Unless, I mean,
Yeah, but if he's a regular, maybe he's bringing in more money than 100 gold.
I mean, he might also be doing illegal enterprises with the bar's
Yeah.
owners, considering how he's of noble status becomes all the way down to this shit all to drink.
It's just my
This place
my
is
thought there.
It's got a whole crab.
Yeah, I don't know. This might be an upscale bar with the crab. The crab really elevates the room.
That's a dangerous crab.
No, the only one that scares me in here is this guy in like full plate armor.
I mean, we're both in splint mail with weapons. We're probably pretty intimidating as well. I will order a light drink from the Kenku that I assume is the bartender.
You get a watered down ale.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Sea salt ale.
It costs you 3 copper.
I give him 4 copper.
I have a question.
Thank you.
Oh god. A jarring Kenku talk.
Thank you. If I'm walking around with a flail that has a silver skull on it, is that just like, hey, you're a cultist? Or is it like super recognizable?
I mean, there are definitely some people who would probably give you strange looks for it. And you can probably guess that, anyone from the Cult of the Dead 3 would recognize the flail.
Yeah,
But for the most part, people just don't give a shit.
everyone else thinks it's just style.
Wait, if they recognize it, that means we can just out them as a cult member and kill them on the spot.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure if I was like, is this like an obvious thing that everyone and their dog would know? But if it's
I mean,
like, hey, that's Jeremy's flail.
It's a skull on a flail. The main thing that makes yours stand out is that it's silvered.
Yeah.
Better get werewolves.
Yeah, I guess we're just stealing these.
Yeah,
guys'
there's so many
flail.
of those.
Rock
There
up on
really
the
isn't
drow.
very many.
They look like the nicest people in here.
Honestly, they actually do.
I mean,
I mean,
you're not
that's
wrong. Also, the drow dude at the top, that's the one called Aerith.
Wait, which one's Aerith? Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the top of this map. I was like, that guy doesn't look like a drow.
Whoa.
Playing those fat fucking flute beats in here.
So we just sit here for like 10 hours. If he doesn't show up, we give him money. And
Well, you want to do some gambling?
I found the note for the crab.
Yeah! Give us the crab law.
it's a druid in disguise.
Oh my
Crab
god.
Lorelra, the captain,
Yeah.
it sits on her shoulder. It's her familiar.
Yes! Familiar sisters!
Oh my god.
I like that.
Oh, her familiar is a crab. I love it.
My familiars are fucked. Fuck
I mean,
yeah!
Crab Familiar is actually a pretty good idea because it's got that good funnel strength. It's got that good grip. It can hold things for you.
Can walk sideways.
Yeah.
Scott.
It can be a spy on the beach. Nobody's gonna think twice about a crab walking around.
Yeah, they might try to eat it.
Yeah, that is true.
How much of a familiar can you eat before it despawn?
What the fuck?
Nothing, sadly.
I think it technically has 1 HP, so literally the act of biting into it would cause it to dissipate.
Now
So-
mine.
What are you guys up to?
I mean, do we just sit here for 10 hours hoping we recognize him?
Oh god,
Or
what's it
do
look
we-
like?
Do we try to slap down some money? I mean, I assume he looks like Clem Jasso. Wait, no. No, that's the other. Okay.
We never actually saw.
We
him.
didn't meet this guy. Yeah. We didn't even ask if he was human because I just assumed it was Clint Jasso's brother.
Oh
'cause
god,
I'm
we don't
dumb.
know what he looks like. Shit.
Is there a window behind Snowy?
behind Snowy. There are
No.
portholes like lined up along the side, but they are shut.
Oh, okay. I was gonna flex on Grime like Mr. Clean, but if they're closed.
I mean, the portholes are grimy.
And actually, to be honest, it's probably part of the aesthetic. I don't really think they'd appreciate me cleaning their vessel.
They're 1.5 feet in diameter, and they have rusty latches that are holding them shut.
Low life tavern, clean windows. What the fuck is this?
It's just like a spotless place. It's like, we're bringing gentrification to our neighborhood.
You're rejuvenating my neighborhood. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Stop cleaning my shithole.
That's what I say to my maid every day.
Well, the cops can see through the windows.
I actually have, like, I don't know why I think I'd have a spell to help with this. I'm an artificer, not like a 16th level wizard.
Well, probably should have asked before we came in here in character.
The day is still young. We could go back and ask.
Snowy, you're fast.
Fine.
What are you sending him to go ask?
What this fucking guy looks like.
None of us asked.
And we could just wait till somebody walks in and just go ask them who's gonna hurt. We just want to talk to him.
Okay. Are you doing illegal cult activity? We want
I go find Captain Zog. I ask him what the hell this guy can be identified with.
Alright. You find Zodge. He's angry.
Yeah.
Tells you the Vanthampers are human.
Yeah. Okay. Hair color, freckles, heavy scars.
I mean, human does narrow it down.
Yeah, I mean, that is actually a pretty good hint. I mean,
go
also,
further.
this dude's just a guard captain. He's like, guard captain, what is this random nobleman's brother's hair color?
What is his mother's name?
If he knows, then that would be helpful.
Yeah, aside from the Vanthampers are human, you get back. How the fuck would I know that? Would I look like a fucking encyclopedia?
I don't know. You could know a lot of things.
Oh, I fucking don't. This is why I have people who go out and find out shit for me. Like you should be doing.
Alright, do you have a team that is identifying what he looks like then? So that we can identify him? Is that happening?
That's you lot. Why don't you fucking ask around?
We were hoping this was already done, but alright.
You know, Velman, intravenously hearing this conversation across the entire city, I really do think we should go make polite conversation with the bartender about what this man looks like.
And come back and say we should make a
Good
polite
man.
conversation with people.
Let's talk to these elves first.
Yeah, I guess we can sit down
You
and
can
introduce
just
ourselves.
sit down on them.
on top of them.
You see, so far they've just assumed that, like, because all of the tables had someone at them, that you just chose to sit at theirs and were politely ignoring you so that you could have, like, your two own separate conversations. Yes. Didn't realize we were here to make friends. You wanting to join our game of Baldur's Bones?
Well,
I mean, I am a professional.
Or a profession?
Professional Baldur's Bones player. as was established last game where I won like 50 gold.
Oh. Yeah, sure, why not?
Sure. I'll put down 25 gold.
Jesus.
Baller, man.
I'm looking
See, their
for
eyes
some-
wide. This is it's a bit much for an opening bet, don't you think?
Well,
Yes, it is.
if you can't afford it, we're just looking for some information.
How about this? You win, I'll give you whatever information you want. I win. Well, I don't have much use for any information you could have. I don't even know you, but I will take the gold.
That's what was implied.
They put their dice down.
Alright, it was like 21 again, right?
Yes.
So,
Can I also join in on this?
it was a 3D.
If you're willing to
12?
put in 25 gold.
I am.
I've honestly forgotten it. I'm trying to figure out where
I think it was 3D 12.
No, 3d6, not 12.
No, because there's 12 different cards.
3d12, you could get like 30 and then immediately be out.
I'm pretty sure it was D6s. I'm like,
Yeah, it
90%
was
sure.
definitely D6s. Six-sided dice. Everyone agrees to an ante. Roll 3 dice, then proceed around, and then proceed clockwise around the table. Host goes last. On your turn, you can choose to stand or roll. If you stand, it goes to the next player. If you roll, you can keep rolling additional dice. If you go over a 21, you're out of the game.
So if top guy is hosting, am I first?
That would be correct.
There you go.
Everyone rolls 3d6 first, by the way.
Yeah. How do I do that to GM?
/GM roll. You just watching Odra?
I mean,
I guess, yeah.
I'm just going to put this out there. Unless you're really desperately playing hard against Snowy, you two don't actually have to hide your rolls from each other. I am the rest of the players and I see all of the rolls regardless.
I mean, fair, but I don't know.
So it really only matters if you two are playing seriously against each other.
That's fun.
I don't see how we would share our roles with
Yeah.
each other.
But either way, you're both basically just betting
I'm
to
just
get
saying.
information
So,
out of Drow, dude.
Snowy's first.
You know, I'm okay with fighting against Philwin. It's like a double chance to win. Okay, I have rolled once. I will roll once more. And I will stop at that one. So I've rolled 5 total.
Okay. What's this guy's name? Belden. A shit name. What's he got? Okay. Velvet. Velvet has Velvet stands and passes it on to you.
Bruh.
Don't bust your nut.
You can only go once at a time, right? Or do I just keep rolling until I'm up?
You get to just keep rolling until you either stand or break. It only does one lap around the table and then everyone reveals.
Oh. It's fitty. Fuck.
Did you nut?
Got busted in the.
Alright. Comes back around to our boy, Aerith. What a fucking name.
Those fucking crows. Those real life.
Yeah, up on the top deck. They're having a great time with those seagull pulps.
Pretty sure they're cockatoos, but
Right.
close enough.
Shh, don't worry. Large-beaked bird.
Okay. I wish there was a rule for like a particular thing, but it hasn't happened yet, so I guess it's not too big of a deal. Arrow stance. It's like, okay, everyone reveal.
So he very confidently reveals.
Aerith shows a 20. Belden a 19.
I got like 23.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Snowy rolled damn well.
Snowy, a baller, bitch.
You see him fall the L, a 5, a 3, a 1, and 2 6s, totaling 21.
Fucking ace.
Aerith puts a hand on the gold, the ante in the middle, and slides it towards Snowy.
Beginner's luck, looks like.
Alright, everyone. Since you seem so eager, what do you want to know?
I think my little friend here technically gets to ask the questions because he won.
Well, he is the one I was asking. Wouldn't call you little one. You're huge.
I forgot his name, but I asked for who this dude is.
You're going to need to be a bit more specific than this dude.
You know the guy.
Literally just
Solid
lean down and
team.
whisper in the back of Snowy's ear, just like, "Is that hammock?"
Bless you. Fucking noble rich boy that supposedly comes down here.
I'll tell you now, if you just scroll up in the chat, it is written.
Yeah.
While you're talking to them, Odra pulls up like a metal plate out of the bag, slams a chisel on it, holds it up, and it says in red letters, Amric Vanderpoor.
Emmerich Vanther. Yes, Emmerich Vanther. That's his name.
If
What do
they
you know
just-
about him?
The whereabouts of Mr. Amric is worth that much to you. You know how quite strange. He's downstairs.
Already here.
Well, he does run a rather lucrative business from down there. I think you're more likely to find him down there than have him be away, honestly. You didn't even know that much is a bit surprising, honestly.
When you're here. Just saying, the captain probably wouldn't take kindly to anyone messing with him.
Well, given the sort of profit that he drives in, he seems to drive in for this place, probably not.
But we just have to talk to him. It's not really like we're gonna do anything to him.
Yeah, I slide back the 50 gold that I want from these two drow back to them.
But they didn't put anything in.
They literally anteed nothing. It was you and
Oh.
Bowen that anteed
Also, I've just
everything.
got Velvet's money.
Yes.
Yeah, you got Melon. They didn't put any money in.
They anteed up like
Oh,
Information.
Makes sense. Well, in that case, I will slide Velwyn's money over to the drow. From one respectable man to another, do you know anything that we might be able to use against this Amric?
All I know is that he's running a money lending business. Taking advantage of poor saps like you who throw around money like it was candy. When you run out, he swoops in, offers you a deal, and you're stuck in his debt forever.
What sorts of enemies would a man like that have?
Only the kind who are poor and have nothing left. Anyone who gets a shred of their life back after dealing with him would come to see the poor choices that they've made, but they're already dancing in his palm. Wouldn't be much use.
Sounds like he's spending his family's hard-earned money well.
Seems to be. Why don't you go have a chat with him for yourself?
Yeah, I'm a little light on coin now, it seems.
Then you sound like the ideal business partner for him.
Precisely.
Let's go have a chat then. Thank you, sirs.
Thank you for your generous donation.
These stairs go down.
Drangberg.
Is anyone else going downstairs?
I'll head
I'll go.
down. Yeah.
I probably should, question mark?
Up to you.
I will keep performing.
Okay.
I hope
I mean,
for
we're
coin.
just going downstairs to talk.
Ew.
I
There's
hope.
a couch.
Go downstairs.
Is the second bar down here?
It's the casting couch.
Yeah.
Huh, cool.
So this is a tavern lounge. This tavern lounge fills the entire deck and is lit by oil lanterns hanging from the 8-foot-high ceiling. The windowless deck contains a bar, couches, coffee tables, and tables where patrons can socialize and gamble. There are 3 thugs, probably bouncers, standing in plain view across the deck. See, on the far side, a man who figured to be Emmerich Vanthamper.
What a fucking baller.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he looks like he is the devil.
Look at that, man. Look at that stash, that armor. My god.
I can't hurt this man.
It screams
Yeah,
money
I don't-
laundering.
I don't think I can hurt him either, honestly. He has too much style for me.
I feel like I made a great choice not going down there. Could fucking Zeusla fucking fall over to seeing this man. Jesus.
He has turned a pair of couches and a coffee table near the aft wall into his personal office. And is sitting alone on the starboard couch, his feet on the table and eyes on the room. The port couch is open, and he has 2 bodyguards. One, a spined humanoid figure perched on the back of his couch. Second, one of the thugs in the room.
I just woke up. America, take it.
Ah. See, you've heard of me. Yes, I am Anrip. I've had a bit too much to drink as well, apparently. I am Amric. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll hold out my hand for a handshake.
He'll, sit up and reach over to shake your hand. Take it if you're here to speak with me, that you've become down on your luck and are in need of a little bit of shiny goodness brought back into your life.
Oh, something like that. The thing is, we're actually sent here by a man named Zodge.
I can't say I've heard of this Zodge. Which means he's not a client of mine.
Probably not.
And if he can afford to send someone else to do his bidding, I'm assuming that he's not in need of a loan.
No. He sent us to do some business. Non-money related.
Right.
Your brother was found doing some suspicious things. I'm just wondering what you might know about that.
Well, hang on a second.
Snowy,
Aye.
You notice he makes a gesture with his hand,
Oh.
and then the Kenku at the bar like starts pouring drinks,
All right.
and soon brings them over. You get the feeling that he's clearly been doing business here for a long time. If he can order drinks to his table without saying a word.
Okay.
Kenku brings a drink, two drinks over, puts them down, one in front of Amric, one in front of Velvin, and goes back to the bar.
Well, I'm not usually one to drink, but I'd like to start off this in a friendly manner. And I'll grab a drink.
He picks up his and gives a little nod and takes a sip of his.
Yeah, I'll drink mine a bit.
Now, what kind of business are we talking about? What suspicious acts has my brother been engaging in?
Well, did you ever hear about El Toro?
I've been hearing the rumors that it disappeared.
You have reason to believe that it's connected to a cult. A cult that your brother was a part of.
Is that so? Which brother is this?
Mortlock.
The little scoundrel. Has always been the black sheep of our family. I assume he's been properly dealt with then.
Not too honest. I mean, not too sure to be honest. Chances are the authorities have him or they killed him.
I see. I would say it's a shame, but I'm not really too concerned with such a thing. If that's what happened, then he got what was coming to him.
Good. Well, we just want to know what, if any, information you have about your brother in this cult. And if your family is connected in any way.
Of course not. We stayed far away from that scar-faced hog. He's always consorting with the lowest of the low in this city. Whatever trouble that poor fool has gotten himself into, it's got nothing to do with us.
I don't know, guys. I believe him.
I mean, you're welcome to roll inside if you want.
I don't know.
Probably should be doing that. Eh?
He's just so fucking handsome,
trust
though.
him.
He would never
Oh,
lie to
inside
us.
check. Oh,
It's pretty good.
how's the confidence in his words?
You detect like a palpable sense of disdain towards his brother.
Hmm. thus probably doesn't mind ratting him out and talking shit.
And no hint of a lie on his voice.
Alright. Give a sly nod.
Hmm.
Are you quite alright, Velwyn?
Well, I'm just considering how to proceed. You seem like quite a reputable businessman. I find it hard to believe you have anything to do with the cult. If you ever have anything you'd like to tell us, be sure to check in.
My brother is a brutish fool who would sooner bring ruin to our family than ever do anything to honor us or our name. Him consorting with cultists is the bare minimum of my expectations for the sort of things that he would do. Good riddance to him.
And what of the rest of your family? Surely they are upstanding folk compared to that.
Of course. My elder brother and my mother are both respected people.
Well, good then.
Bofu simply wasn't happy with being born into a noble family. Just because he was the third child. He was too blind to see that he still had it better than the rest of this lot down in the lower city. Then that's his own fault.
I'll start finishing off my drink.
So, is that all you needed? Or are you perhaps still interested in a loan?
Don't have much need for coin these days.
A shame. If you ever are, feel free to drop by. My terms are simple. You just have to pay it back within a 10-day. And with a bit of interest.
As expected.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
And it has.
Stand up. Just look at Snowy like,
What's down here?
Down there is the sleeping quarters.
Oh. I won't touch that. Right.
Also, since you took a peek down there, it has a couple of leaks.
Oh.
those
That's not the
small-
wavy lines are for.
They're small. Yes. I know. I'm pretty sure there's a curtain.
Also valid.
But there are small puddles of water collected in areas where the floor is bowed, and the whole space reeks of vomit and urine.
Jesus Christ. What?
It's the pistol.
Don't look for the pirate captain's piss drawer.
Oh,
Some ocean right there.
When people wrong this guy, it's just like throw them in the piss floor.
A little bit better insight. The notes do actually tell me that if you wanted to rob the commoners down there, they have this much money. So, good on wizards for knowing the kinds of people that play these.
Yeah.
Considering how many bouncers are in here, you'd have to be fucking insane to be like, yeah, I'll rob them.
Hello, bouncers. Don't mind me just going to the sleeping quarters. For no good reason.
Velwyn.
You just waiting for the poison to kick in.
Since you're since you're a paladin, roll me a religion.
Yeah, I thought it was poison too.
I just want to say I'm not trained in religion at all, and Velwyn hates religion.
I'm aware.
Regardless.
But you're
You are the
forced
paladin.
to learn religion as a.
Okay. That'll do. You recognize that
This creature.
yes, this creature standing watch behind Amric, perched on the couch, is a spined devil.
Oh shit! That's a boy.
Yeah, I wonder if this guy with the pet devil has anything to do with the cult. Probably not, eh?
I mean, the pirate captain. Oh, no, it's not a pirate captain. The captain just has a pet crab. Why can't this guy have a pet spine devil?
Yeah, I trust him.
Yeah.
Probably has nothing to do with the cult. Probably got his fingers in other pies, but...
So how'd it go?
Yeah, I mean, you've already dealt with 2 cults.
He doesn't seem to know much.
I figures. I guess we have to go to the other place then.
Hello, we're back. Didn't get any exciting leads.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Did you have fun up here?
I had a wonderful time. I feel like everyone enjoyed my music.
Well, that's great. Let's go.
You heading out?
Yeah, let's just head to the docks real quick. Have a discussion.
Time to go to Noble Town.
Yeah, but like... I don't know. If we're not going to get anything out of him, I don't know how much we're going to get out of the more noble version.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, what if it's his estate? We're able to find a notebook or something for allowed to wander around.
Well, if I know nobles, they love to leave incriminating evidence on the top of their desks in plain view.
I wasn't implying it'd be that easy.
Oh, I can always check it out with my little friend, yeah.
Guess what is that?
Oh, this is Fasu.
Wait, is it still invisible?
It was like invisible. I put my arm out and like pops into existence looking at you.
Ah,
Oh my god, I just remembered. One of my 3 fears is snakes.
Oh no.
I'm a cat person.
does your fur go on end?
He looks pretty... He looks pretty upset about there being a snake.
Okay, it's only a little one.
Do you you not like fasu?
It's just natural instinct.
Ah. Then why were you not afraid of me? I am Fruit Snake.
Excuse me.
Sweats.
I am from Chul. I am a UNT.
I wish you didn't tell me that.
Okay, but you're not a feral snake.
No, it's Fasu. Fasu is very smart.
I trust your Fasu won't lash out or anything.
Not unless he's taught to.
Okay, well, sounds like it should be fine.
Back on the Great Plains, it was pretty common occurrence that cubs would get killed by small snakes.
Oh, venomous. I try to keep Fasu away from you, then. He has a very mean bite.
Just never put it in my peripheral vision.
I try not to.
So, do we walk up to their house and flash out badges?
Perhaps not a bad idea, but I do not know the reception we would get.
Sounds like a plan A. Are there any plan Bs or Cs?
You flying through a window and
Through a
Stand
window.
led. Through somewhere.
I can try and get Fasul inside. I can see through his eyes when I want. Though I can't exactly see through my own at the point.
Excuse me, sir. We're trying to leave the low lantern.
Hang on.
Don't let them leave. Metal Gear.
Get him, Cruz.
Ah!
Oh, fuck. Anyway, let's explain our plan more so God knows what they're doing.
Also, I assume we were explaining this after we left the boat. Are we still on the boat?
As you're leaving the boat, a cloaked figure approaches, armor clanking with each step. One gloved hand rests on the hilt of a longsword. The other pulls back a cowl to reveal the face of a teenager with brown skin, red hair, and a haunting gaze.
A haunting gay.
Can we help you?
Is something the matter?
Hang on, I need one moment to think this over, just in case I have to do it for a long time.
Oh, the voice?
The voice of the... Hey! Listen!
Hey!
Hey, guys!
I don't want to make it something that I'm going to hate,
Yeah.
because if they end up sticking around, it's going to annoy me to no end.
Skirt.
Alright. Hey, I was just looking for Emmerich Phantomper.
Yeah, he is downstairs, 2 decks below this one.
Though he kind of owns this entire establishment.
Probably wouldn't recommend it for whatever you're doing.
Oh,
If If you want some gold, there's
You know him then?
We just spoke with him.
I'm broken out of my coma.
Well, they did.
Oh, hey, Audra.
we failed the test.
I played music downstairs.
You wouldn't happen to know if he knows anything about a man by the name of Flavius Creek, would you?
Serious.
Never heard of it.
Who?
I do like the sound of this man.
Look, we just met him like 5 minutes ago.
Ah, I see. Well then, maybe you've heard the rumor? Thavius apparently has been seen in the company of the Avernus family.
Why should this be concerning?
You don't know who that is? Thavius Krieg is the High Overseer of Elturel.
Ah,
That's a place.
Alturel is the city to the east that just got fucking destroyed by demons and no longer exists.
Oh shit, you're right.
I'm not sure if destroyed is the right word for it.
Well,
I saw it
the-
happen.
I totally forgot that happened.
You saw it happen.
Witnessed it?
I was training a few miles north. Companion's lights went out and the whole city went black as it just sort of crumbled and sunk into the ground.
Would you have time to tell us more of how you managed to get away and details of this?
I mean, sure, but I'm pretty sure I just explained that bit. I got away by not being there.
But you witnessed it.
Entirely luck.
But how are you alive?
Why is Audrey inside of him?
I presume that you are not going to keep your sword sheathed during the conversation? If you were to meet him?
Not if I can use it to get some information out of him. If his family is hiding Thavius Creek, he's bound to know something about what happened to the city.
Would possibly be on the wiser side of more diplomatic, and if not accompanying us to the guard?
What do you mean, the guard?
So we could share more information. We could speak away from prying ears.
Not working with the Flaming Fist, are you?
No.
No.
Is the guard the Flaming Fist?
Yes. The Flaming Fist. The Flaming Fist essentially run this city.
Yeah.
There's no town guard. The Flaming Fist are the hired mercenaries that
Us,
function as the
essentially.
town guard.
But yeah, no, Zeus was lied through her fucking teeth with that one.
Yeah, roll deception.
We get just the same time.
So, Nick, for starters, this isn't the same guy that was in the bar, they just have the same icon. It's the because they share the veteran stat block. This person just got here.
So
What
we
did
can
you
tell
say?
by their appearance and the way they dress how skilled they are. We can tell they're a veteran.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
He's
I
haunted.
mean, they came up in a cloak, but very loud armor clanking underneath.
he told us that the Vance Emperor were seen doing business with like the high priest of El Turel, the city that got deleted.
Huh.
So he knows more than we do.
So she's eyeing you suspiciously, Solsign. See, like starts to draw the long swords. Look, that's unfortunate altercation was not entirely my fault, okay?
Unfortunate altercation?
Look, we may work with the Flaming Fist, but that's because we're forced to. We have no obligation to them.
That's entirely true.
Look, if you want,
She stops and's like, I'm just trying to find Thavius Creek, okay? I can't get to the Upper City or their villa by myself.
Why do they not like you?
Well, no, the upper City is off limits.
Yes, we are plebeians compared to most of the nobles and barons.
you think these badges would get us in?
A good likability.
You can get to the Upper City?
But of course, I feel like we would be able
Yeah.
to.
I would hope that these badges can do that.
If they don't work, we'll come back with you and question Emmerich again. I would not recommend trying to fight on this ship.
He sheaths her sword again and okay. See, we have at least something in common. If you can at least get me into the Upper City, I would be extraordinarily thankful.
But of course.
I mean, to be honest, I don't even know if our badges are going to get us to the upper city, but I mean, if they can, I guess you can come with us.
Then let us find out together. Would not be a bad idea.
What does the badge actually say, by the way?
License to kill.
If I kill you, I'm not legally responsible.
I would have to go back and find out exactly.
Does it just detail that we're part of the fucking watch?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. I was just curious if it was like if it just said like
It's literally
bad.
it is a copper badge that bears the Flaming Fist's coat of arms.
Okay. What was the captain dude wearing a similar thing? Or was his like a higher quality metal or something?
Yeah, his is obviously higher quality since he's a captain, but like the badges give you the license to act in his name.
Okay, I see. I was just curious to see if it was like a city crest or if it was just the mercenary groups.
It's just the mercenary groups.
Okay.
But given that they essentially run the city,
Yeah.
same thing really.
It's medieval Shadowrun.
So I'll gesture to the stairs like, let's go.
Now to move on ahead.
Zusa will waste no time to skip and follow and give a very uncomfortable arm hug to this man to get to know him better.
Is it a woman?
Yeah.
This woman. Yeah, she'll still do
She's
it.
also, as mentioned,
Oh.
still a teenager.
Yeah, she'll still do it.
It's also, that's fucking weird.
What is wrong with you?
Where was it?
That's fucking weird.
What are you
Keep you.
Why you not let me hug you? Does people here not like to be touched?
It makes me slightly uncomfortable even viewing such an act.
Keep your metaphorical dick in your pants.
But I'm just getting to know them.
On the way there, she will explain. Her name is Rhea Mantelmon.
It's a pretty good name. I approve. Somebody put that in the
Big
boom shakalaka.
Boom yeah.
The second reference, brown skin, red hair.
Hey.
And on the way, she'll tell you essentially what happened from her point of view. That she was training with the Hell Riders.
Motorbike club?
What?
Is that a motorbike club?
No, Hell Riders is mentioned in BG3.
Okay.
Is
Is that a motorbike club?
No, Zulsad, the tiefling of the grove, he's a Hell Rider. I'm not sure what it,
They're like El Turul's knights, essentially.
yeah, they're cool dudes.
They're called Hell Riders. And she explains that she was training a few miles north of El Turul when it vanished. And as she has already said, she watched the city, the light go out. City turned. It turned black as the city appeared to crumble and sink below the horizon. When she returned to El Turul to find a crater where the city once stood, then took it upon herself to lead a group of refugees west to Baldur's Gate. Her and a few others managed to sneak in before the Flaming Fist closed the gates. But they didn't get far before a group of Flaming Fist soldiers confronted them. The refugees scattered, and Rhea found herself cornered by one of the Flaming Fist thugs. She wounded the soldier, then fled down an alley and stole a cloak to conceal her armor and weapons. This is the unfortunate altercation she referred to.
So she's clearly dressed in the armor of a Hell Rider?
Yes, underneath her cloak, she is still wearing the armor of the Hell Riders.
That's fucking baller.
It might be a little obvious. Maybe we should take her sword and pull like, oh, this is our prisoner, just in case we get, some Flaming Fist boys ask.
We'll just say we don't know about it if we get asked.
Yeah, I would stick with we don't know.
She'll also explain that she was wanting to just wanted to question Amric about the rumors surrounding his family and the man she's looking for, Thavius Creek. Since he's the only member of the family in the lower city, and she can't get to the upper city by herself.
What was Thavius Creek's tongue in? What was he?
The High Overseer of El Turul.
So is it everyone is cool that he was able to escape the destruction?
I mean, he escaped the destruction, probably because he had something to do with it.
Did all the refugees have something to do with it then? Because they also escaped.
Yes.
Yes, they're all in on it. Big
No, but
conspiracy.
Okay, I have a question. Is Thavius Krieg reported missing right now? Or is he like, hello, I'm alive, I'm a good guy?
Well, presumably he should have disappeared with the city. And the rumor is that he was seen with the Vanthampur family. But the fact that that's only a rumor, and there's no official confirmation of him being here, nor has he come out and said anything.
Oh, so he's
Hiding. If he has been seen, he's hiding, which is very suspicious.
Yes. If he
Okay.
has been seen, then it would be very suspicious that he has not made any public announcements.
I'm much more interested in this man now. Okay.
Okay, now I understand, because before it just sounded like, yeah, he was an official and we don't think he died, so he's probably in on it. It's just-
But no, he's been hiding. If he has been seen, he's been hiding, which makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah, especially being the High Overseer.
Yeah.
So,
What's this man name?
Thamius Krieg.
Fabius Creed.
Listen up.
I spelled it very weirdly. All
Oh, fuck yeah. I got it perfect right.
Apparently, the
really?
one time he has been seen is with the guys we think are cultists.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so her objective is to break into the Vanthenper Manor.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Sounds good to me.
We were planning on just walking in there.
and
we
thus she is willing to help you in that manner.
Such good friends found along the way.
So, where are you going right now?
to the nearest entrance to the upper city.
I want to see if these
Uh,
badges do anything.
Let's go back to Bobby
First of
Day.
all.
Making your way to the Vanthenper Villa. Pop this out.
Just like here. This gate.
Gate. Gate. Gate.
Yeah, I get any of them.
So, at the gate, there are 20 guards.
Yep. Gotcha. That's alright, we're allowed in. They won't stop us.
The Flaming Fist or some sort of other group.
They are. It doesn't say, but given that the Flaming Fist runs the city, I would assume they are Flaming Fist.
Okay.
Hmm.
So when you approach these guards, who currently, just keeping watch, what do you do?
I mean, go with the casual approach, or shall we see if we can get an extra badge from our captain?
We
are
I
the
don't
law.
think she needs a badge.
Yeah,
She
I'm just
could
gonna
be
walk
our.
around and say hi, basically.
I'm
Yeah.
also a known fugitive, so I don't think I should really be speaking to him.
How known? Like wanted posters?
I don't think they'd have any of those, but I mean, if any of the soldiers recognize me, or
Armor is very obvious.
yes, if they got a good look at me,
And keep
I would be in a
looking
bit of trouble.
Well, if they find out who you are, we'll just say you're part of our investigation that Zord sent us on.
1 second. I will walk up to her and say, "May I?
It depends what you're doing.
I'm disguising you."
Then go ahead.
I'll slap the chisel on her chest and I'll cover up all the sigils on her with a big black circle.
You censored her?
Yes, I censored her.
Okay.
It will go away, right?
I can make it go away whenever I want.
So you
Okay.
have circles forever.
Smart move.
Perfect. Now shall we try?
Okay. Who wants to do the talking? I
could
feel like
try.
they won't take me seriously.
I mean, I could be very distracting and persuasive.
I can talk as well.
Yes, one of you two.
Do we need to draw straws, or do one of you want to go up and show them our badges?
I'll probably do it.
I'll let the big stone paladin go first and do the talking and just,
She adjusts her top to fucking be extra distracting.
So now he tries not to look.
Locks at him.
I'll just walk to the gate.
Sweats in bird.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Ah!
You can't look away.
Hypnotic pattern.
Beautiful.
As you're approaching, one of the guards steps forward. He's just got like a spear. He's just like, "Stop! What is your business here?"
I put up the badge. We're heading into the upper city. We're doing an investigation for Captain Zodge. You might have heard about the cultists that were found.
He looks closely, nods. I have to see all of your group's badges.
Oh, one of us is just an informant.
In that case, they'll have to pay the toll.
All right.
Understandable.
The toll is 2 copper pieces.
Oh, shit.
And Ray just hands it over.
I can't pay that.
I think
That was too rich for my blood.
I think
That's all
Lodge
my
will repay us.
Right off.
Well, he's not working for Zod, so no.
Damn.
Sarge, the man who stabbed one of your soldiers, she used 2 copper pieces to follow us into the upper city. We need a reimbursement.
Alright then, Mr. Informant, cough up 2 copper.
Nods and just gets out some coffee and gives it to him. He like looks at her a bit, gives like a close look and says, "All right, you're free to go."
It's fucking, wait, I know you.
You're the one who stabbed me.
Okay, if you walk away fast enough, they won't trigger.
Just exit out the conversation, it's nothing.
Enter into the nearby store. The guards never will follow you.
Do I know you?
And we enter the upper city.
It's so pretty up here.
Have we ever been here before?
No,
Okay, how nicer are the buildings?
much.
Oh, damn.
Who'd have built your house up here?
This is rich man's land.
I mean, I assume there's like archers on the walls that would shoot me down if I tried to fly over.
It's a
Probably.
possibility.
Okay.
I mean, they're humans. You'd probably be able to fly over during the dark.
The one night he gets a tiefling archer.
can
Thunk. Ah!
always just fly higher.
That bird's too fat. Take it down.
Upper City is populated by the wealthiest residents and is heavily patrolled.
And that's why it's so spread out.
Okay, I feel like I've done some stealing here at some point.
Maybe?
But anyway.
That's bread line.
I say it's a lot easier to steal from the merchants that trade with the nobles who have to leave the upper city.
True. Alright, straight to the villa. Is there anything else that we might want to go to? Or is it just there?
Well, I don't think we can really afford any stores that might be up here if there are any.
Okay, well, we're definitely not here for shopping. I meant business.
Oh, strictly business.
To the villa.
I'll keep my eyes
But we
on
probably came up here to go visit that rich dude that told us to fuck off.
Oh, Clem Jasser.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find him dead in the street.
They'll be by my hand. Just one. So I guess we're just heading right over to the villa, because assuming we can get directions from somebody. If not, we'll wander around and look at all the mailboxes till we find it.
I also need a veteran. I'll just copy. That'll be easier.
How did this person figure out that we were involved anyways? Didn't we go downstairs before we really discussed anything?
No, they asked us about it, and then we said, "Ah, yes, we just talked to that man."
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
she was literally like.
She showed up also
"Do you know
wanting to
Avernus?"
talk to Rick. She just looked very hostile about it. And
Really?
the guys were like, you probably shouldn't pick a fight with them.
It's really funny because I told her it goes away, but it doesn't actually go away unless I decide to end it. So her armor is literally ruined permanently if I don't choose to remove it.
Forever gone.
I'm getting a lot of use out of the fucking magical tinkering just for me. Which I'm surprised at.
Nah, I mean that's what I mostly used it for. Let's go back to city.
Does the villa have guards?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
of course it is.
The villa, as it comes into sight, see that it has 12-foot high stone walls enclosing it. I assume you'll at least scout out the outside. So
Yeah.
there are 3 wooden gates. The main entrance and a coach gate on the southern wall, and a postern gate to the north.
Well, do we just want to walk up and say, "Hey, you're cultist, lol," and then they kill us?
No.
Well, I mean, think, stop for a second and think about how you can talk about it logically. You could say we're here on behalf of the Flaming Fist. We heard one of your family members recently disappeared. We could try the diplomatic route and see if they slip up a little bit.
It is true, that would be probably the wisest choice.
But
I
the
will,
thing is,
First
Sorry.
look around a little bit as well. Is there any details that you know about this high priest? Looks.
Let me look him up real quick.
I'm gonna have my Invisa bitch go around looking for her.
It's just a dirty mechanic.
the gods that are at this house are they're clearly like private gods, right?
Yeah. So, by the way, it's also first thing you see with your invisible flying snake is that the gates themselves aren't manned, but there are 3 sets of 3 guards patrolling around the walls in a clockwise manner.
Or what?
3 clockwise at all times. Do I see like any location that looked like might be a resting area where extra guards would be? And also, I have my my precious Vasul turned back into an imp, so thumbs and fingers can get into more wiggly places.
And can also grab stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Looking around,
Advanced familiars, baby.
You also see, in terms of an actual rest area for the guards, you assume would be somewhere inside the building. There is also a stable that is disconnected from the main building.
Definitely have it. Take a peek around the stables. They should be open enough anyway.
I mean, it's got windows, so you can take like a peek inside. The stable has 4 draft horses.
A good carriage. Good carriage horse. Alright.
Plus, inside is a fully equipped smithy.
Ooh, self-supported. We're finding out all the deeds. But yeah,
Checking out everything else. Why don't you roll me a perception?
alrighty. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. So, you get, looking around, a general layout of the place, like where particular bedrooms and stuff are. You find there's a couple of rooms, like most of the upstairs rooms, all of the curtains are closed.
Alright.
And through the open downstairs ones, you can see a few rooms, like a dining hall, some small lounge rooms. You see the front foyer where the staircase is. And you spot the servants' quarters. But no trace of anyone that seems like they would be Fabius Crete.
Alright.
Mostly find guards and people who you would assume would be servants.
Other than that, then I would have him probably go find a chimney as we go to approach the door at this point, I would imagine. Have him actually climb down the chimney and go through the fire. Even one that's active.
Fire immune?
Okay, it's like imagine like somebody like sitting by the fire, like all the smoke and like the shape, like distortion of the smoke is just floating like demons.
Cast away the demons!
Fucking flying snake.
Man, like I said, don't underestimate those advanced familiars, man. They're fucking baller.
Is advanced familiar something that's new that's been added?
It's a warlock thing.
Yep.
Oh.
I get advanced familiars.
Because there's like all the pacts. The one that's like basically never chosen is the Pact of the Chain, which is the familiar, which is basically the most godlike scouting ability in the game.
Okay, there are 2 chimneys. So one
See-
is at the northeastern end, the other is at the western end.
Go to opposite end from the servants' quarters.
Okay, well, neither of them were at the servants' quarters, but the servants' quarters is on the eastern end.
We go to the western end.
Okay. You come down and find a small bedroom. The room is tastefully appointed with a bed, a side table, a claw-footed iron bathtub, the fireplace you came in through, and an iron-banded wooden chest. There's also a 3-foot wide, 6-foot tall mirror mounted to the wall opposite the fireplace.
God damn.
And the varnished wooden frame of the mirror is carved with images of rats, ravens, and spiders.
Hmm.
Ugh.
It's easy to assume that iron banded chest is locked as fuck.
I mean, are you gonna try and open it?
So long as there's nothing in the room with me, yes.
No, there was nobody in the room.
Might as well.
Alright.
She giggles a little as you do that, but she doesn't seem to really know her. You can tell that Zeus blind AF while she's doing this.
Oh, Imp lifts the lid of the chest, and inside there is neatly folded apparel to fit a slender noble. And a small jewelry box carved from bone.
We're taking it.
Okay. You take the jewelry box.
Pick it up. Invisible. Go. We'll be able to. Well, also be sure to check out the rest of the box for weird shit.
Aside from that, it's just clothes.
Alright. Any culty looking stuff, or is it just clothes?
It's just clothes.
Okay, just making sure. But yeah, I'll have Fasul go and wait for us. Invisible mode. Obviously outside while we go to visit.
And for reference, the jewelry box itself contains a gold signet ring with the Vanthampur motto, "Stone hearts never bleed."
Something to think about, especially with that mirror in that room. I was also having fun with Fasul. We're all around a noble's place, so we'll worry about that later. Snowy probably enjoys poking Zulsa, making her giggle a little while she's doing this.
Oh, no,
Snowy starts poking Rollins and say, "You're opposed to her poking you."
I would have stopped after the first giggle when I realized you could still feel. I was just trying to check if you could feel.
Alright.
Because you said it would like take you away from her body, so I'm like,
This is like Frumpkin.
yeah,
Remember, he doesn't know who the fuck Frumpkin is.
I don't know that.
It's a
He was
hyper
letting in
advanced Frumpkin.
character.
Metal Gear from
So, what's the plan? Okay. So, what's the plan?
What did you
I will describe in detail between all the guards and other such the fact that they have kept most of the windows shut. There's another chimney I have not yet checked, but also there is a rather peculiar looking mirror in one of the bedrooms between the rats, the spiders, and all that. And that doesn't seem like anyone else is in there, but there's not much she's been able to scout out fully yet. And can check out the other fireplace if you guys are patient of one or two.
Well, go ahead, yes, scout some more. It seems quite free.
I guess I'll go for the other chimney then and have Fasul kind of stash the jewelry box on the roof out of sight for the moment. So.
All right. Familiar goes down the other chimney. You find that the chimney is split. It's shared between fireplaces on the bottom and second floors. Which one do you go to?
Second floor first. It's on the way down.
Okay. In there, you find a master bedroom.
Check that out if nobody's in there.
Yeah, currently, there's no one in here. There's a dumbwaiter in the southwest corner. A canopy bed with a gossamer shroud for keeping insects at bay.
Nice.
A freestanding wooden privacy screen. A cast iron bathtub with clawed feet, the fireplace you came in from, and a padlocked iron chest. The padlock cast in the shape of a horned devil's scowl and visage.
Oh, wow. I mutter that to everyone who's around me right now. We've got some sus shit already confirmed twice in both rooms.
Maybe I just like the feng shui of it.
What the fuck did you just...
But
stylistic choice, you know.
But yeah, we'll still pat around for things that we could do. We're not gonna fuck with the chest because it's locked, and the horn lock is giving me spookage. A little spookage. It's not my category.
Alright, let's see what I got here.
That is everything that's in the room.
All right. So I'll go check out the first floor then.
Okay, on the first floor, you arrive in the kitchen.
Woo!
Pleasant aromas fill this area as a cook prepares meals.
I assume it looks like he's getting ready for a big fucking meal.
Yeah, right now, there is only one person in the room, and that is the cook.
Alright. Unless he's having a discussion with someone or something looks like it could lead down to a cellar of some sort. Just to...
Nope, that's it.
Alright, yeah, no, that's it. Now, I'll cut this short so I stop dragging out fucking time here. Have Fasul fucking pick up the jewelry box so that goes invisible and have him wait on the fucking roof and out of sight.
Alright.
Alright, sounds like we definitely want to check out that chest.
If we can get to the master bedroom on the second floor in the east wing, yes.
Right.
Well, alright, I have a reasonable plan.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, we knock and we say we're here to form an investigation on behalf of the Flaming Fists. And we ask for their cooperation.
Alright.
And say we want to question all the members of their staff if they have nobody else here. Then while we distract most of them, one of you sneaks up to the upper room and checks it out.
I'll ask them to open the chest.
Alright, we could try that.
And if they don't open the chest, then clearly defying the Flaming Fist.
I don't really know if our license to kill extends to the staff of nobles, but I feel like they'll at least respect us trying to do an investigation.
We will try diplomacy first.
Yes.
Alright.
We must be respectful so we do not get our guard captain angry at us and we lose our badges of permission.
I will knock.
Okay.
Knock.
The door's open. Wow.
Some guards come and open the door. Well, they open one of them.
I have my badge pinned to my armor. This is what I'm technically wearing.
What the fuck?
What, is it morning or afternoon? I have to know for the sake of the greeting.
That is entirely up to you. Why do you want to be here?
Afternoon, sure.
We could go to the.
Okay, I've moved the dynamic lighting, and it has not revealed.
It's revealed.
It's revealed.
On
Yeah.
my end, it hasn't.
On the right door, it's revealed. Yeah.
Okay, on my end, it's still telling me that you can't see in there, so that's great.
Yeah,
I
we
can see the three dudes with shifts.
the man with his stick.
But hey, good to know that it at least works. He opens the door, he looks at you, says, "We weren't informed of any visitors today. What do you want?"
This is an unplanned visitation. We are from the Flaming Fist. We're conducting an investigation into the disappearance of one of the members of this house.
He spits on the ground and shuts the door.
Okay, that went far less amiable.
Well, not everybody likes the Flaming Fists.
Yeah, it was fairly obvious, and I'm gonna tell you now that it's happened. The note here says, "The guards have no respect for the Flaming Fist."
Okay, well, then I have no respect for them.
Yeah. Not
There,
with the
there is your lack of respect.
With that,
I'm gonna-
Spit at your feet and shut the door.
Okay, I grab a rock, I whisper scream into it in my hands, and then I throw it over the wall. It constantly screams.
I can just throw it out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you hear a bit of shouting, and then the rock flies back over the wall. I'm like 20 feet away.
That was the best trick ever.
Nobody should have this power.
I fucking love it.
Bastard.
There is now a rock about 20 feet away from you. It's going,
I walk over and stop it because I don't want to cause a disturbance.
Alright.
Can you teach me that magic?
I could try.
Oh, Snowy, how do you feel about getting a bit crispy?
I mean, that master bedroom chimney wasn't on, was it?
Well, if the kitchen was beneath it and they were cooking stuff in the kitchen, I assume it was on.
Yeah, it's conjoined. I assume the windows have latches.
yes.
I can go open the window for you.
Obviously, it's walking away, but
There's still the issue of me flying over into the window. They'll see me.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. At nighttime, you're a good flyer, yeah?
Come back at night. Alright.
Okay. I will make
Glad you
sure.
chose for it to be afternoon.
I will make sure Fasu leaves the window open purposely.
Alright.
then obviously send Fasul down to.
Or I could just wait for them to stop fucking cooking. They can't do it the whole bloody time.
Watch them.
They might.
Just like, fuck yeah, the Lord's paying for all the food.
We're gonna one bread at a time. Forever.
We want toast. We're gonna cook it in quarters.
Oh. Okay, because there was shit on top of it, I was wrong. There's actually 3 chimneys.
What the fuck?
Oh my god! Check the extra one.
Get back in there.
There's
Go!
a whole extra ass chimney, my bad.
Chimney 3, go!
So, your imp, sorry, comes down the 3rd southern chimney that I only just noticed.
Suddenly grew right out of the fucking building.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. The chimneys are small,
Oh, yeah.
horseshoe shapes in the wall. Like it's
Oh,
a bit difficult to notice them.
Trust me, I'm
am
not
I
worried.
not going to fit in a chimney?
Oh, that's why I figured
mean-
I'd open a window.
Yeah, you probably would. Like you might, but it'd be a tight fit.
Okay.
And besides, I don't think
Okay.
you want to get all sooty.
Your familiar comes down the chimney. Your familiar is invisible, right?
Always.
Okay. As it's going down, it bumps into something else that's invisible at the bottom of the chimney.
Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah. Something
Uh-oh.
starting infernal. The hell was that?
Santa Claus.
Bat Rider! Ah! Wings of a bat!
And a frail elderly man. So we're just quickly shoves something into an iron chest
Oh.
and raises the alarm. The guards are alerted.
Uh-oh.
Let me just hang on. No,
Jesus.
this page.
Quick, use this as a reason to go up and knock on the door and ask if everything's alright.
What?
I mean, there's not a literal.
We're the guards! They're the watch! We could go fucking be like, hey, is everything okay? They don't fucking know it's my familiar!
Edit.
We have-
Duplicate.
We have no idea what's going on, which is why I said what.
That's fine.
It's just like, go do the thing. We're like, what?
Imp familiar in players' journals. Josh can be controlled by Josh. I literally just duplicated the imp page. There you go. You have an imp now.
Yes.
I'll throw it up below wherever the hell I've hidden player characters.
I mean, if we want to
I
wait for a
think-
short rest, I can
Let's
give you a
just put it
bag
at the
of
top. I
holding
don't
to
care.
take. So you can literally just steal everything you can't pick up.
On that note,
I think I just raised an alarm. But we could use this to our advantage.
Okay.
Technically, get blamed.
the worst fight in all of mankind.
Is it two infamiliars fighting?
Yes.
Uh,
And because you're both invisible.
Do you just both roll normal? So you both have disadvantage?
Well, it attempts to attack Zulsa's familiar, which also breaks its invisibility. However,
Oh.
it missed. Zulsa, your imp, and thus, while you're looking through it, you see an imp appear directly in front of you.
Oh, they have imps as well.
that answers some questions.
And while we're at it,
They're clearly suspicious.
No,
here,
they're not suspicious, they're guilty.
and this one is. No, it's
Now we need
also-
evidence.
Also has an
Yeah.
imp that doesn't make her a cultist.
But we know she's not.
I don't know which one you have control of.
Who have I control? I
think
can't
they're
see
connected. You can't see it?
through. No. I'm looking for
Well, I'm going to go to the familiar's page, break its token, and give it a new. That's fine. Delete one of these ones here. One is now show nameplate connected to NPC. NPC page. No. NPC.
Well, the High Overseer is
Formula.
a human man, right?
I just want NPC HP. No, hang on. Maybe HP works normally.
HP and this one NPC. Familiar. Can't see the name. Can see the health. Dynamic lighting. Vision, yes. It has dark vision. 60 feet. Same. It is here. Can you see with it now?
I can.
I can't.
Good.
I assume this is the man I was originally looking for.
This is a frail 42-year-old man.
Kill him. Push him
The
out.
older brother.
An imp that was in the fireplace that yours bumped into has attacked your imp and is shouting and alerting the guards. The presence of an intruder.
They have a demon they're clearly guilty. Our demon discovered.
Demon discovery.
This does actually raise an interesting point, though. This is not the second demon we've seen in the care of this family, which is odd.
The younger brother had a spiked devil.
Yeah, no, that's the point. It's Spike Devil and then
So,
two demons.
The question is this the older brother or is this the High Overseer?
It doesn't look like the High Overseer from the description, right?
Josh.
It's just a frail old dude, right? Yep.
Yeah, frail older dude. Josh, your imp was just attacked. What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna have it go for the frail old man. He clearly has a devil. Yeah, he's guilty.
Gonna kill him? What?
I mean, he's the Zulza's not killing him, the devil's killing him.
Exactly. The devil made me do it.
for it.
Yeah, the gun killed this man.
Pop, 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 pop.
Eric Andre
If
meme.
you're running past it, the imp will get an opportunity attack.
He could see
You're
me with
invisible.
invisible.
Oh, yeah, no, it can't see.
Yeah. Fuck you, bitch! I get out of here for free.
Right.
I get to stab your fucking owner at advantage.
Go right ahead.
Get his ass.
Come on, Hercules.
Eh.
24 to hit.
That does hit. And I'm not even going to bother rolling the same. Just the piercing damage is enough.
Yield him.
But so imp just flies around the room and just thrusts the stinger into him and you see the man collapse.
You just killed him.
One of the guards opens the door, pokes his head into the room.
We hear like a commotion, right?
He sees this. He sees the two imps, thinks nothing of it, and immediately goes up to the guy like, "Sir! Sir!"
If this
He's on
isn't
the ground.
fucking incriminating, I don't know what is.
The imp on the ground is like jumping and shouting like, "It was that one! That one!"
Immediately turn around and lie. That's one! That one did it! He's lying! He's trying to escape through the fireplace!
Roll deception.
Oh no.
Okay. I contested it with the other imp's persuasion. And the god like looks between the two. And then levels his spear towards your imp.
No! No!
It was only an 11.
Fatso!
And you see this imp like stands in the fireplace
You see like a little smile like creeping across his lips, and then he goes invisible.
Finish the old man.
Oh, he dead as hell right now.
I will say, however, due to his attempts, you know what? I will go. Does he have a? Oh my god, he does. He does have. Okay. Right, naturally nothing. Oh. The sting is a con save. Just doesn't say.
Oh, the DC for the con save is...
Yeah, it doesn't say it's a con save, that's all. It's annoying. But it's poison, so I'm assuming it's a con save.
Yeah.
Which he has failed. He rolled a natural 1 on his con save. So he is dead. He's actually dead. The guard so I'm not going to bother rolling a medicine for the guard to see if he actually stabilizes him. I will just say, this man is dead. The guard has wasted his turn attempting to, check, make sure he's okay. So, you get a turn.
I turn invisible. And then shuffle across the room, hiding behind whatever this is.
Okay. You know what? I'll get, due to your inability to use the hide action in this, I'll give the guard a chance. A guard sheet. Guard. Let's perception check.
All because I went to climb down a chimney.
Yeah, okay, that'll be enough.
Oh no.
The guard has the guard does have disadvantage. He can't see you, but, he can hear you fluttering around the room.
Scream! Scream!
So he's just gonna come, he comes towards the imp and just kind of thrusts roughly where he thinks it's gone, and hang on, I have so many fucking sheets up. That guy can go, that can go. I don't need that anymore. That can go. That guy's dead as fuck. God. He will make a fear attack at disadvantage. And he just puts a hole in the curtain.
Huh?
That is his turn.
Then I will have Fasul go over to the chest, throw it open to grab whatever was in there that he quickly stashed in there.
So the chest was locked when whatever the man was carrying was put in there.
Damn.
However, what's your passive perception?
Hot fucking trash.
Okay.
It's 9.
Ooh, that is hot trash.
Well, I will say simply being there to observe it was enough to see that the man did lock it himself.
Alright, so we will grab the fucking key then.
Okay. You will need to search his body for the key.
We're patting him down.
Your turn.
Yeah, we're patting him down in Visa style.
Okay.
Give me a quick investigation, just to see how quickly you can do this.
Run your pockets, fool.
The guard's like, where did that imp go? And he just sees like the pockets start opening on this dude.
You just immediately go for his coat pocket. And just, look here. Guard sees like just all these little pitter patters on the man's cloak.
Will you stab your owner? Will you stab the man who pays you even though he's a corpse?
I'll be more dead.
And it's, get off him!
Make me.
Also another guard comes in. He's got no idea what's going on. He's seeing one guard just swing wildly with his spear. oh my god.
There's a man dead on the floor.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
This man, he rolled a 22 and a 21. Even at disadvantage, like, just seeing the pitter patter, he's like, got you now!
No!
It's a quick jab, and your familiar takes 4 damage.
Still alive.
Yes, but you do have to roll concentration.
Aw, shit. I have to roll an Imps Con,
same.
don't I?
Yeah, with the Imp's gone.
Probably trash.
Yeah. He's visible.
Your Imp becomes visible again.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's what you're calling for.
Oops.
No one's gonna poke his ulcer on the forehead.
The other guard is like,
busy.
"Hey, what's going on here? This one's an intruder!
I'm not! The other one, he skipped up the chimney!
Roll deception at disadvantage.
I believe in you.
Yeah, no.
We tried, boys.
I mean, you are currently holding their boss's key,
I know.
pulling it out of his pocket.
It's a shit show, but it just looks like another fucking devil cultist is fucking with him.
So, it's currently your turn.
Invisible, break through the window.
Okay. You go for the window. They see the curtains push aside.
Going out if I can.
Yeah, you can bust out through a lat and escape outside.
Fly away!
The guards are currently now on high alert. You have succeeded in killing some random guy. I'm not telling you who he is. I'm not telling you who you've just killed, but you have killed someone.
I love the casual murder.
Handsome guards.
I mean, coming to demon.
Yeah,
He was
they were
clearly
okay with
evil.
this. They're all criminals.
This whole
just
fucking
like
household
us.
is evil as shit.
And taken off with a key.
Yep, I'll make sure to collect the jewelry box and the signet ring too, and have it come.
Alright. You also acquire. The jewelry box is worth 10 gold, the signet ring is worth 5.
Amazing.
15 gold, a murder, and a key. It's a high quality day indeed.
So, what are you doing now?
There, a little bit of alert, but I managed to get the key, and though there's maybe a very dead old man in the room somewhere, but he got something suspicious.
Okay, come on. Let's get away from here for a minute.
Okay.
Discuss this next.
Fasul is going to arrive at some point. Don't worry, he can follow.
Let's get a drink.
Though there are demons everywhere in there, you need to be careful when you go in there, Snowy. They have imps. Invisible fiends.
Well, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do against that.
Just try to be stealthier? Question mark?
Well, I can't go invisible.
We'll have to work on that.
So Zulsa, how strong is your friend that was flying around in there and stealing things?
Oh, he's got a fair amount of strength. Fasul is he's a very special familiar for me.
Can you turn things invisible that he's holding?
Yes.
Well, I could just make him a bag with no bottom and he could just go in there and steal everything.
Well, we could do that. Though I don't know.
That's not why we're here.
Yes, we couldn't exactly do anything with the locks, which is why we would have Snowy going. He is skillful, yes.
I can certainly have a go at picking them.
I believe in you. You can do it. Obviously, when things come down, of course.
My point is, if we bring the locked things to us, then it's a lot easier to open.
That's why I made sure Fasul grabbed one of the keys. Though that's only for the chest that the old man is probably now slumped over.
You see, you grab the keys.
A key, yes. Though for the big horn chest lock thing, no, I could not find key for that yet.
Well, if it was me and I saw someone steal my key, I'd probably move my chest.
Probably. We'll just have to hope that that chest is still there because the owner might not be breathing anymore.
What?
Well, he had demons. Do we not kill all the devil worshippers?
It's not why we're here. We're here to get evidence.
I got evidence.
This old man didn't happen to look like the High Overseer, did he?
We've got your word. We have no evidence yet.
No. He was definitely evil. He had an imp in the room with him.
Oh, I believe you, but no one else will.
Did you just say that the imps turn invisible? Are you sure he knew it was in there with him?
Oh, for sure.
How do you know that he knew it was in there with him?
It was in his fireplace.
Why was the imp in his fireplace?
I'm not very sure about that.
That's just where imps hang out, you know?
It's quite cozy.
I don't agree, but whatever.
Ross is just dying in the fucking corner.
Look, I'm all for dealing with devil worshippers, but we still need to find Fabius Krieg.
Yes,
We need to get in somehow.
That wasn't the one you killed, was it?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm kind of curious. Let's go and sit back and see how they react. That was the only exit to the manor, right? Is that front door?
There are 3 ways in and out.
Okay, I think that we should all split up and watch all the exits. I'm curious to see how they react.
Ready, man.
Because I want to see if they go get additional help or if they're just going to deal with it themselves. Because they're just going to deal with it themselves. This might be a lot easier.
In my opinion, we should strike before they get a chance to get additional help.
Might not be a bad idea.
Well, we're in the middle of the upper district. I don't really think getting in their door in the middle of the day is a good idea.
I think you seem to forget that we're the law here. Any other guards that are going to come by are probably aligned with us.
I think you forgot how little they cared about our medallions.
I mean, to be fair, we didn't really try to press the issue. Yeah, actually, let's come back in like 4 minutes. Let's go give him a second to stir for a second, then we can come back around.
Alright.
Let the
Sure.
hornet's nest stir.
Right.
But yes, let's definitely put the key in the bag.
In the course of 4 minutes, nothing particularly interesting is going to happen. So, what do you want to do when the time is up?
Well, nobody came out.
Do we hear any commotion?
You hear a bit of shouting. Pick up mostly that the guards are just being put on high alert. Like,
Let's go knock again.
Yeah, let's fuck with him.
No. This is a terrible idea.
if you wish to knock again, please roll me a 1d3.
Gotcha. Is that how many arrows I'm about to receive? Ooh, a 3.
No, it's there were 3 sets of guards, and I'm just determining which group are gonna answer the door.
And I make sure Fasul stays invisible as fuck this entire time. Better yet, I'll have him wait away from me for now.
No. Some guards answer the door. They open it, and I just
We're not taking any visitors at this time.
You guys seem to be really urgent. Is something bad happening?
Yes, you were so calm just a minute ago.
Sounds pretty suspicious
Just
if you
a-
ask me. I might have to get the guard captain over here.
The guards raise their spears. Are you saying that everything seemed fine just a minute ago?
I mean, it's a common observation. We were here 4 minutes ago. Are you accusing me of something?
Yes, I'm accusing you under suspicion of having affiliation with our current situation.
What is the current situation?
Yeah, you seem a bit riled up. Are you hiding anything suspicious in there? Perhaps related to the cult?
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no.
You said the word.
I've accidentally hidden the orange bar for the door. I can't close the door on you.
If he tried to close the door, I'm jamming my leg in there.
No, control setting just moves them.
Also, I'm kicking a wedge under the door as it's opened.
Just make a new door.
Yeah, I'm making a new door.
Okay.
And then that new door busts
Okay, the
open.
new door goes on top of the line.
I guess
so
kicking a
that's
wedge
what
under
you
the
do.
door wouldn't really do anything. I'd probably have to stand there and hammer it and like, no, please don't close this.
If he tries to close the door, he's gonna have to contest with me.
So do you want me to get the guard captain over here, or will you submit?
Clearly, you need extra watch if something is going on.
It's nothing we can't handle ourselves. He will try and close the door, so.
I'm gonna contest
Yeah,
that.
roll contested athletics while I.
Time to fucking muscle our way in, boys. It's time to be the Flaming Fists.
This is such a terrible idea.
Okay.
No, it isn't.
Your
Oh
check
my
succeed
God.
plus the door open, so I guess roll initiative.
Dude, we're
This is
already...
such a bad idea.
We already got a shit reputation. Let's have some fun!
This is the wrong way to go about this.
Hey-hoo!
This is the proper way to have an investigation.
Investigation. You want to let us in? Then die.
We haven't thrown any punches. We're accusing them of
They're
disrupting.
not cooperating with the police. That is an arrestable offense.
We tried
To be
to.
fair, the police is hired
mercenary
mercenaries.
It's fine by me. It's still the they still got the say in town.
They're just a different band of
You
hired
have far
mercenaries.
too much faith in your authority.
Exactly.
Your authority means jack shit to
Don't.
them.
Authority
Yeah, to
is
them.
power, Snowy. That's what Zulsa's gonna show you today. It's those who are
Authority
willing
is
to
power.
kill the weak.
So let me.
No, what are they gonna do? Call the cops?
We
Oh,
are
no,
the
no.
cops.
They're just gonna fucking stab you.
Yeah, that's
they-
fine. They
Yeah.
can try.
They're gonna use the demons that are hiding in their house to kill us.
I don't know.
Okay, dude.
I don't know, but
Are you
I feel like
afraid
the
of
dude who
ghosts?
had the demon power is kind of gone at the moment.
Okay, you know how our demon one-shot a few of them? Their demons can do that.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
The imp one-shot a guy because it did like 4 damage. It was an old
I'll have
man.
you know, okay.
There's a lot more than that, friend.
The imp did 16 damage.
Ah.
My imp.
Yeah, and how
my
much
imp's
else do we have?
baller.
A little bit more than that.
My imp's a Chad.
Yeah, imps are scary at this level.
So, Velwyn, you're first as they level their spears towards you.
Can I try to disarm the guy in front of me?
I'll let you make an attempt with a strength check if you're trying to knock the weapon out of his.
He's got a spear, right? I just want to try to like grab the handle of the spear and pull it like behind me.
Yeah, okay. Make a strength check. Try and just yank it.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, you grab it and just like he holds it fast and you have to let go as he almost turns that pulling force into just stabbing the spear through you. Anything else, Val?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to Daunting Roar. So it's wisdom saving throws from anyone within
Yes.
like 30 feet of me.
Everybody.
I'm already on a high alert. They're probably
3
already
guards
seeing-
here will make wisdom saving throws. What's the DC?
I think it's like 13. It's not high. Let me see.
This one is frightened. Oh, we got a 12, an 18, and a 10. So,
Okay, then well, the 18 definitely succeeds.
yes.
The DC is like 13.
So I'll leave it to wizards to
just
have
gonna
a fucking
scream
imp
like,
at the fireplace.
Just gonna scream like, surrender yourselves! And then these 8 lion roar.
Oh, that's a lot of guards on the turn order.
Yeah.
Almost as if you fucking did a loud thing.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody's gonna do anything loud in this combat. Also, the other guards are like 30 feet away. They wouldn't have seen us like instantly.
No, it was very. Sneaking past the guards was an option until now.
Well, now
Don't
we
worry.
answer with violence.
So,
It's mercenary to mercenary combat. Don't
God
have any
gets
fucking
themselves.
regrets.
where's this one? This one's up there. He is going to dash and start coming around the building. This one is right in front of you, so he is going to step up.
Is the door actually open?
Yes.
He flings open the door.
Yeah, we don't see you through the left door.
Yeah, I don't know. What, really? There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Why is the
Doors.
dynamic lighting so broken? Stick something in the way and then move it out of the way again.
No.
Move this.
Hey,
You did it.
Hey.
Okay, the dynamic lighting, upon deleting that piece, just suddenly started working on my end as well. And now I can see that you guys can actually see through. This
Cool.
dynamic lighting is broke as fuck. I have no idea what the hell is going on. Anyway, he will come up and attempt to stab you, Velwyn. But misses. Next guard is where? Up there? Okay. He will also dash. This one is where? There. He will dash. And it's Snowy's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna crouch down and shoot the guy in front of Velwyn in the dick.
Very nice.
Okay.
Wait,
You hit.
dick shot.
The man takes 16 points of dick damage. He dies.
Okay, great.
You shoot him right in the dick.
Dick.
You shot Bob in the balls.
And then I'll fly 40 feet over to here and try to bonus action hide.
Okay.
Somewhat hidden.
You're fairly well hidden.
Yeah.
I mean, you're far the fuck around the corner.
Yeah. Gotta break that line of sight.
Yeah. Next up is this guard. He's frightened and thus cannot approach. So, he will simply throw his spear. Straight down at Odra. And miss.
Yeah, I think it's still a disadvantage even if it's not a...
It is.
Yeah.
Even if he had advantage, he would have missed. Odra's AC is pretty high.
Mm.
I'm wearing like glowing splint mail.
Next guard. Where's this one? There? Okay. He dashes. Odra.
I will wind up my gauntlet. I demand entry. And punch this guy in front of me.
Okay. That is a hit. Deal 4 thunder damage.
That is all I can do. I bonus
Okay.
action to gain 3 temporary health.
Okay. Now where is this guard at? Over there? He also dashes.
Is our assistant gonna help in this combat?
Oh yeah, I completely fucking forgot about her.
Is she gonna help us commit murder?
It's the
I mean-
dick.
Yeah, she's willing to help.
I mean, she wants answers. Pretty sure I probably just iced the dude that she was looking for.
Oh my god. It's even her turn.
See?
It landed right on her turn on the initiative. So since the gap, she will step in, draw her longsword, and just shout, "You will not hide him from me!" and swing. Oh my god! She instantly crit this man. She just steps in.
A devastating blow.
You will pay for hiding him! Just sticks the sword straight through his throat. And this man fucking dies. Pulls her blade out, steps up. Second swing on this guy.
Oh my god.
Two swings.
Terrified, he does manage to pull his shield up and block the swing.
Oh, she's higher level than us.
It's like when you do one of those missions in Mordheim and you have one unit who's super OP.
Yeah, any story mission.
Yeah.
Okay, and Velwyn.
This is a story mission. Do I get advantage on him because he's feuding me?
I think they're all
No.
story missions.
I'll fucking
not
try to
how-
Eldritch Blast him, seeing how I've been raced over.
Oh yeah, I sorry, I forgot. Because of having to put rain. Yeah, go for it, also. That is a hit.
Alright.
Alright, you blast him for 8 force damage. He is on his last legs.
And then I will step over to the wall here just to get a little out of sight, and then also order Fasul to start flying towards me, invisible, and then stash the stuff in my bag.
Was a little limpy boy.
But you don't see that.
In that.
Yeah, he's invisible.
I'll go and see invisibility.
Also unaware of how deadly that fucking thing is. Jesus.
Okay, so
And she's been wearing it as a necklace pet.
Velwyn.
Well, it was a snake then.
Yeah.
Now it's an imp.
Is Bush still alive?
Yes, just barely.
I'll go for the old flanker, you know. I'll start revving up my flail.
He tells you to go flaming fist yourself.
I find it funny that we work for the Flaming Fist and I didn't even know because Trelawn is part of the Fire main clan. And his whole fucking subclass is about fire damage. Anyway, I'm just gonna bring my boy down on his head.
Alright, you just swing that flare around and just crack his skull. He's fucking dead as hell.
And then, demon worshippers, prepare for death. I guess it'll burn this action Shield of Faith. Oh, the last 10 minutes. Nice.
Okay. Where's this one at? Let's just zoom out a bit. That one. Okay. This man dashes. Next. This man. Oh.
Shield of Faithfulness to your long rest, actually.
Haha, very fun.
He's gonna run up to here. And as you just see him charging up to you, and he tries to thrust the spear into you. What's your AC currently?
21.
Well, that's a shame, because he got a natural 20.
Does he have a +1?
He has a +3, actually.
Oh.
He just runs up, just stabs the spear into your shoulder. You take 6 damage. Also, if Shield of Faith is
Concentration.
you will need to roll a check.
Oop. It's not supposed to have advantage, but a 14 succeeds anyway.
That it does. Next guy. This guy will dash. Snowy.
I'm going to swoop around this corner. And then, can I move myself one space left as I fly up and over the wall?
Sure.
I can see. Is this a tree in front of me?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't see.
Well, shit. Guess I'll fly like up until now I can't see anything. I'll just like perch up in the tree then.
Okay.
And I'll fire at this one here.
Okay.
Do I have sneak attack for some reason?
I will say you are hidden for this shot, since you
Cool.
were hidden before and you came up from behind the tree.
Alright. What do?
That is a hit. Small arrow flies out from the tree and just nails this guy in the face. He's dead.
Alright.
God, this owl.
They're just running for yeah. As you see them charging forward, an arrow just flies out, hits this guy, he just drops to the ground.
And then I'm going to dive into the branches and attempt to hide again.
Okay.
To the shadows.
God. This one is over here. It's gonna run up and attack Raina. Stab. Jesus, what the fuck?
Crit.
So the NPC sheets automatically roll at advantage.
Yep.
And it's just like, yeah, I just take the first result if they don't have advantage.
Did you get 2 crits?
Yeah, both rolls are natural.
It has been chosen.
So he also charges up, just stabs her in the gut. She takes 7 damage,
Huge crit.
and then it is Odra's turn.
Criminals commit murder. And 15. High. Go scroll back up to advantage and punch this guy in the back. Wow.
Well, that'll hit. 11 thunder damage. Step up behind him, just turn with the gauntlet, and just a quick punch into the back. You just see his armor collapse. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's wearing chain, but like it just sinks into where his spine should be. And he's fucking dead.
That is, I bonus action again for the temporary health. It didn't go away yet. Because I have no reason not to keep doing it.
And God, where is this one? That one. Okay, and this one is 1. And this one. It's Ray's turn. With the one that hit her dead, she's going to attack the one next to Bowen. There's a sheet. She just makes a swing, just slits this guard's throat. He dies. Then she'll run 20 feet up, but realizing that that was actually 25, she will stop short, knowing that she can't make it to the other guards anyway. Thus, that will be her turn. God, where is this guy? It's him. Okay. And Zulsta.
Alright, so now that I got Fasul back, I will bonus action tell him to be sure to shift back into the winged snake form.
I'm not giving you extra tokens.
No, I don't expect that. But obviously, in the winged snake form, and still remain hidden in my bag as I have a nice little saunter on forward. And with that, I will blast the closest one.
Shut the door.
Yep. If permissible, I will shut the door on the way in.
Sure.
Good point.
I don't really think we want bystanders going, that's a lot of murder going on at that estate.
Shut the door behind you. You fire at the closest one?
Yep.
Okay, that hits. 3 damage.
Still getting used to this spell.
And then I will take a casual
Didn't you
walk on.
at least previously have the indication that added you?
It's there.
Remove that? Well, it's definitely not.
Oh, well, then that should be a 6. Then my character sheet is fucking with me.
You have Magic Stone Syndrome, where the character sheet just randomly decides to remove features of spells and abilities. Fuck you.
Generally.
Okay, so we'll take away another 3 points, which also means that the previous one should have actually killed the guy.
Good
But it
shit.
doesn't matter now. Because he proceeded to die immediately anyway.
Alright. Onto the guard. Wherever the fuck this guy is. That one. This man will also dash. That one.
I have 35-foot move speed. So, 35 feet.
Oh, damn. See, this guard, after just being blasted with his eldritch energy, is a little terrified of the giant lion man stomping towards him.
I'm gonna run up and overhead swing. Boop. Oh, I assume that hits.
Yeah, you just swing a flail around and just crush him. He's dead.
Wow. And that'll be me.
Alright. This one. Gonna run up and attack you. And that is a... Well, it's a good thing that you've got your Shield of Faith up, because otherwise that would have hit.
Jesus.
Oh. He thrusts his spear forward. Into what should have been a good angle just suddenly slips to the side and bounces off of your armor. Now, Snowy.
I'll peek through the branches. Oh fuck. There's lots of dead people. Okay. Need to get one closer. And then from a small gap in the branches, I will fire a shot at the one in front of Elwyn.
Take the shot.
Oh god!
You take a shot and just
It's fucking bad.
clips one of the branches on the way out and just ends up falling halfway.
Well, fuck it. I will blow my cover. It's getting out of range anyway. No. Fly overhead. And then I will dash. Bonus action dash to get to there. To land. To help the Velwyn out.
Alright. It is now this guard's turn.
Pull out my stabber.
He dashes Odra.
I walk 30 feet forward. Thanks for the advantage.
Haha.
What? Kerpunch. Oh,
Oh, God. What's happened to us?
This man is getting really lucky.
We used to roll so well. I bonus action again for the 3 temporary hit points that's never gone
3,
away.
4, 2, 4.
And I end my turn because I don't know anything.
Next, this
They're doing some sneaky stuff wherever they are.
It might have just been on like the second floor.
They're running from the other side of the building to come help fight.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that's on the second floor where the old man died.
Because your stupid
Oh, they do.
line roar alerted the neighborhood.
First of all, it can only be heard 30 feet away, which is like here.
You
So-
mean you coughed?
Yes.
There's a difference between something being audible to 30 feet and something actually scaring people within 30 feet.
True.
Fucking roar that only travels 30 feet is not scary. It's loud, it's just terrifyingly loud at close range. So, for some reason, despite busting the front door open, it's doing that thing where
I can see into it.
you can see in? Okay, good. Because it sure as fuck isn't lighting up on my end. But this guy busts the door open and he runs out up to Zoltha.
Sees like 7 corpses and it's like, yeah, look, I can do this.
This guy will also dash and come up to Zoltha.
Oh, this is not good.
And it's Rhea's turn. Rhea sees 3 people ganging up on and missing one dude in front of them.
Hey, I didn't miss. I didn't even swing yet.
All
As far
right,
as she
but
knows, I'm
3 people are ganging up, and 2 of them have missed so far. She's gonna turn around and run over to help Zilza. Gonna run up, just get behind this guy, and it's a good thing she got herself advantage. She stabs him in the back once and twice. 2 slashes. Finishes him off, and he's dead. Now it's the guard's turn. Which guard is this? That one. He is gonna come down and dash up to Rhea. And it would be Zolsa's turn, but I need to. So think about what you want to do. I'll be a minute.
Oh, sweet, I get you.
Gonna stab. Tell you now.
Gonna fold them into their own asshole.
I'm gonna make a divine smite thingy because it doesn't exist.
Yep.
Do you have to make it a spell for it to be able to do the higher level cast thing?
Yeah. Put it in your first level slot, like just divine smite, 2d8 radiant, and then at higher levels an additional 1d8.
Yeah. Okay, so
And then if you like hit an undead with it, you just cast it at a
Yeah,
one
yeah.
higher level than you actually did,
yep.
and that'll work out fine.
This right here is modular problem solving.
Okay. Zolsa's turn.
I didn't ask me.
Alright. So, especially since Fasul's invisible, I'll reach out my arm and let him go down while in snake form and launch off my arm to make an invisible attack on this guy, foregoing my action for their reaction.
Okay.
14 to hit for the bite.
That unfortunately will not.
Damn. Alright, so with that, he'll see the snake appear on my arm as it tries to latch into him, probably biting into the chest. Recoil it back and holding a sickle in one hand and Fasul in the other. Just get ready to fight this fucker.
Alright. Guard this one. We'll come around Odra to get guard advantage.
Oh, is that any different?
Yeah. It enables him to still not hit you. He only gets a 20.
Oh, only it's a 20.
Alright. And Velwyn.
Bonk. Bro, my rolls are so bad.
Well, I mean, you hit.
Yeah, but I have a huge like bonus damage because of my fighting style. But like I rolled a 1 on that.
I did roll a 1, it's true. Yeah.
He hit lives?
Yeah, you need to roll.
More than 1.
They have at least 10 HP.
They have 11 health, so you need to roll a 5.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna spend a smite on these plebs. Because most of them I've hit have died in 1 hit. So that's my turn. So this isn't giving me the option to cast at high level, even though I put the thing in.
Do you not have higher level slots?
Yeah, might be
True. How would it know that?
Because
It does auto calculate your sheets, your spell slots based on
yeah,
level.
spell slots are based on what level you are, and it knows how many spell
Okay.
slots you should have by what class you are.
So it should work, just doesn't do it yet.
It could also be broken. You might be right.
Let's see. This guard's turn. Well, since he feels his best option is the one he has advantage on, also attempt to stab Odra. I'll give you a hint, it's definitely not his best option. However, he does get 21.
Oh, I won't shield it. Just use my temporary health.
Yeah, you take 6 piercing damage.
I take 3 piercing damage.
Mhm.
What a great feature.
Just a quick jab manages to cut into your side. And it's now Snowy's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try and do something a little fucky.
Just
Fuck you,
with
Wiki.
his hubris.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna walk over here, and I'm gonna stab the guy below Odra first.
Okay.
I'm gonna stab her. I'm not.
Maybe you should have attacked the guy you had advantage on.
Yeah, maybe I should have.
He wanted to use his bonus action to hit it, right? Because it does
Indeed.
less damage.
Yeah, I did. So I guess I'll now use that to attack the guy above me. Also with no advantage. Nah, I'm right.
Now,
My
while,
hoovers.
while I can't command you for style, you should have just stabbed and then moved and stabbed the guy.
Yeah, it was a bold move,
See, I could
and
have
it didn't pay off.
He could have.
but I did not.
Points for style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely had the possibility to kill both.
So that's what I got for trying to play this like it's Baldur's Gate.
God. Who's this one? Up here. This guy. Dash. Just.
It's like every fight in Divinity, it's like, okay, focus. The guy who goes
Oh,
next,
God.
make sure to get a stun on him.
I guess I'll. Yeah, I guess I should just kill the guy above me. He is granting advantage.
Yeah, I honestly really wish that I could set the turn order to GM it.
Yeah. I'm punching the guy above me.
I mean, if they're in token layer, map layer, no, token layer, you can't see.
I assume he hits and perishes based on previous
talking
hitting
about?
experience.
They are on token layer.
That's why you.
If they're on
but the
GM
guy-
layer, that's
The guy above you?
Yes.
But then we
Okay,
can't
yeah,
see
he's
them.
Yeah, but I was just talking about hidden people.
Yeah, but like just in in general, I wish I could just have you guys not see the turn order. Because typically, like at tabletop, you don't see the turn order.
Yeah.
The turn order is something the GM keeps behind their screen.
Yeah, so we can just like hover over. Yes, this guy goes next. Get his ass.
Anyways, I guess I'll move up to here. So like, well, actually, wait, not apropos. Never mind, I won't.
It's not like he can hit you. Go on.
I mean, I did just get hit.
Nah. Nah.
I mean, he did have advantage. And it took two guys attacking you with advantage for one to even land it.
This is clear. I will accept this hubris and move anyway, ignoring this. one.
Yes, the hubris.
Alright, natural 20. Here it comes.
Do it.
Well, two things. One, I just learned another way to roll an NPC's initiative. Two, that was definitely not a weapon attack. Yeah, it turns out if you just click their name on the sheet, it still rolls their initiative.
Yeah, weirdly enough.
However, the attack misses.
Yeah, okay.
You accidentally clicked on the word guard, and it just went, here's an initiative roll. But you didn't have anyone selected, so it didn't do anything. And I was like, oh, good to know.
I don't really know why I'm trying to block for the owl that can disengage and fly away, but I'll pretend I think less of him than be able to fly away. So I'll stand here and end my turn.
Okay. This guard. He will dash. And this one is right in front of Zulsa.
No!
He will attempt to stab.
Oh, he will.
That is a 17 to hit
Yes, he
for
will.
4 piercing damage. And now it's Rhea's turn. Rhea will attack the one that's just inside the door. Her longsword. And miss. And miss again! The one in the door manages to block both. And then he gets to fight back. Come on, Mr. Guard in the door who just blocked 2 attacks. Let's do it. He misses.
Oh wait, if she dies, we can implicate her in the murders.
What?
That's fucked up.
I mean,
Talking
love
about.
I mean, she is wanted. We can like take credit and be like, hey, we captured this one.
She's helping us.
That's the point, though. Well, actually, I guess to be fair, the gate guards might remember us taking a person that looks exactly like this through the gate.
Yeah. We just walked by the main city watch with them.
Anyway, their fight is pretty even right now, so Zulsa.
Yeah, gotta keep wielding Fasul and try and fucking sting bite this fucker.
Okay.
Yes. 17 damage. target must make on a DC, on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Yeah, the imp sheets
Yeah, this
are
is-
always retarded.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's the default given imp sheet from the module, by the way. I didn't change that.
Must make
I didn't
one of
write
these
that. I
two.
didn't make that. This came with the fucking thing. Shit's broke.
If I just go to imp in the compendium,
Anyway,
it'll
Con.
be filled out
he
correctly.
does make the save. Regardless, he still dies, as that's 12 damage.
Yes.
Alright. And then I give the snake a little kiss. Good job.
You can just look up creatures in the compendium.
It wiggles its tail happily and kind of flicks its tongue at you.
Did you manually make all of those creatures when you ran your game?
No, I just forgot about that. And when you said it just then, I was like, I didn't think you could do it if you were a player. Because you could sort of just cheese and look up shit. But you know.
You could. You also don't need Roll20 for that.
Yeah, you could just look it up in the book.
Yeah.
D&D
You could also just Google this module, this entire module. But we're not bastards, are we?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
kind of like the fact of surprise and, not knowing.
I like going
Yeah,
through
but-
shit. There's a demon in the chimney.
I just thought it was weird that players are able
So-
to see that.
Yeah, that one fucking surprised me. That fucking Wendigo wizards, what the fuck, man?
This guard gets to stab Snowy.
Sure.
He misses.
That's a surprise.
I mean, is it?
I mean, he had a big chance to hit compared to the other two tanks next to me.
I mean, sure, but he still needs to roll a 13.
Yeah,
to
I
hit
know.
you.
Still bad, but
He rolled a 3, so he got one of the numbers right.
sure. Alright.
And Velvin.
Come
Alright.
step on him.
I'm getting tired of boys exploding in front of me. Switch over to my battle axe. Just jam them on the side.
I feel that would actually be gorier.
I don't know. Depends how much they explode and when I hit them with the.
Well, I didn't
flail.
say much in the way of exploding. You're just crushing them. You're mostly crushing rib cages.
True, but
Battle axe will just cut them into pieces.
oh, there we go, my lucky boy. I mean,
Oh,
if that
it
hits, yeah.
And it definitely seems like an upgrade, as you just cleave him.
All you had to do was roll good. Who knew?
Yeah.
I actually rolled more than a 2 on the actual damage die.
Yeah. Double digit damage.
If I was move 5, okay. I don't know if there's any line sights on the help overdrive. Uh-huh.
This guy's real dangerous. I don't know if I can take him down on my own.
I know.
I'll
Just give
get
me
him.
backup.
And to be honest, my to hit is very horrible. I could very easily miss a bunch of times.
Definitely a good tank there.
Yeah. It's mostly just doing more stats. I have higher con than it.
Let's
Snowy.
Hooray! Wait. Fucking penguin waddle over to behind this man.
The most adorable goddamn assassin.
Cheat, cheat, stab.
Oh,
It worked.
Oh,
Oh my god, he almost summoned the devil.
that's
You
not
slice his ankles and he dies.
okay.
I mean, in short, so it is +6, so it's 6, 6, 6.
Oh, he didn't roll any 6s though, sadly.
Okay. And then I will bonus action dash and fly upwards and get just an aerial vantage of the area.
Well, I mean, sure, but do you really want Snowy to be, like, backed by the devil in this whole, haha, we're killing these guys because they work with devils?
I'm just looking for more dudes to kill.
Yeah,
Can't
right.
actually see anybody.
Yeah, I mean, there's not many people left. Odra.
I will walk back over to where I hear combat. And I will dash because I can't get anywhere further. So 50, 55. I have reached my destination. Your destination is right in front of you. As I dashed, I am done.
Okay. The guard's turn. This one over here. Run 25 feet forward and attempt to stab Zulsa.
Fuck, I didn't actually see that one. I went over there instead.
And you just try to stabs her in the arm. Also takes 5 damage. And Raya's turn. Raya will continue battle to the death with this man in front. Swing. That's a miss. Swing. That's a miss.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, she's doing really poorly right now, which is crazy. Because she's like way stronger than these guys.
She's stronger than all of us.
Yeah, I mean, she does get 2 attacks, and she has a +5 to her. I mean, her attack modifier is +5. She's got a +3 to her strength.
That's pretty good.
But you know,
She's a
2
monk.
attacks.
Get 2 attacks.
The guard will continue his battle to the death with Raya. Maybe one of them will eventually land a hit. And it's the guard! With a 21 to hit, rolling maximum damage, manages to dodge and deflect 2 more of her sword swings before stabbing his spear into her shoulder for 7 damage. Salsa.
Very fucking angry like this, so I'm gonna try and get Fasul, especially with his own rage, to fucking bite down on this bitch. Oh no!
Yeah, that's definitely not hitting.
Yeah, the dice still, they're not happy with me. But, rules, on potions, still bonus action to quaff.
Sure.
Alright, just asking. I will quaff mine.
I don't remember if I ever said that in this game, but
Yeah, that is a non-official rule.
yeah, that is a homebrewed rule.
I think you might have said.
So everything that has wounded me, I try and strike out with Fasul, stumbling a little bit as I pull out a potion, and then just all the wounds gone. Give the guard a slight wink at this point.
Better option to run.
We all.
Alright. In that case, Velwyn.
Dash.
You see everyone do Hexblade. How about a fucking chain pack wielding the imp?
That's me.
Alright. Snowy.
Swoop down and around the corner. Bonus action dash. There's a man. I'll land here and I'm holding a short sword and a dagger, so I'll throw the dagger at him.
Shoop.
Nyeh.
Oh.
Dag.
Here's this tiny little owl just speeding over. Pulls out a dagger in his little hand and just flicks it and just flies into this guy's throat. He's just
Hoot hoot.
drops to the ground, dead.
My heroes.
Alright. Hudra.
The owl is so dangerous. It's terrifying.
It's
I'm
beautiful.
gonna punch this guy in the face.
That will miss.
I feel dejected. I continue to exist. I end my turn.
Raya will continue her death battle. Swing. Ah, and she finally lands a blow back, but rolls minimum damage. She just barely manages to get a cut across his arm for 4 damage. The guard retaliates, thrusting his spear towards her. If it fails to break through her guard, Zulsa.
Well, we'll get cocky, kid. We're gonna take a little trip down the lane behind this guy. Guess we're going in the house anyway, boy. I will try and be ridiculous and a little personal here with the sickle. It's not gonna work anyway.
Give him the sickle.
I mean, yeah, you've got advantage. You hit. You just draw the sickle out and carve a gash across his back for 4 damage. He is still standing, but looking quite injured.
Nowhere to go.
You see, Rhea looks the slightest bit disappointed that her duel, her duel has come to an end as everyone else is dead. And thus you guys can now come and finish things off. Velwyn.
The gate is closed, but is there like a locking mechanism?
Sure, I'll say there's like a... You know,
Okay,
like a wooden...
yeah, big bar. If that's not down, I go and make sure it's down.
Okay, you make sure the gate is locked.
Make sure all the gates are locked.
The estates are closed. Ignore the roar and
Alright.
yeah.
That's my turn.
Alright, Snowy.
There's just this man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As you can see.
Can I fit through this bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Come in here and stab him. It's a miss.
It's a miss.
It's
Pull out another dagger and try again. It's a 16 hit.
That just hits.
Okay. That is... okay. I was gonna say 4 less damage. Because it's offhand, but I think that still kills him.
Oh yeah, he only had 4 health. No, he only had 3 health.
Oh, oof. Okay.
Like, minimal damage still would have killed him.
And then I'll pick up me knives.
As you just take a thrust forward with your short sword. And as he deflects it with his shield, you pull the dagger up and just slice his hand and then stab it into his throat and drop back to the ground. He dead. And that's combat.
They always underestimate the owl.
No, given
Alright,
where
let's
we
get
are
the
now.
evidence and get out of here.
Okay, which way to the master bedroom?
To the upper floors.
The stairs.
I did not find the stairs just yet. I was going through the fireplace originally.
The snake is fireproof.
Yes, it's one with my special pact.
Interesting.
I am not familiar with Chol.
No, can't say I've lived there for very long or ever. Or even really heard of it.
Many of the exotic gods there would be more than happy and welcome to have you come enjoy the fun.
Oh, I'm sure they would be. Are any of these doors, these some window cabinets, because we've apparently decided this is the way we're going to go inside.
This is the main door, isn't it?
So, for the time being, no, I'm just gonna. Technically, this is the back entrance.
What?
There's like a whole front porch.
Well, we
Okay.
killed everybody else, so this is now the front entrance.
I
Front
think
is
it
where we
was
enter.
also, like, I'm no idea. Like, I guess this is also technically like a front entrance. But like the other side has like a whole porch section. It's weird.
Alright, well, regardless, I'm gonna walk in.
But this is the foyer.
Well, I see some stairs. I think we're making progress.
Can I check this? Is this a door? On the right side.
You do not
I know lighting is very fucky in here.
Yeah. But the lighting's broke as shit on this map.
Worked fine for me.
You two those here would be more than welcome. And he is not a devil. He is one of the primordial snake gods.
Oh, really?
Yes, he is the great serpent, master of poisons and shadows.
I will be back in a moment.
Huh.
Not only a snake, but also God.
It is true.
Twice the fear.
Do not worry, I understand for you, Velen. I would not expect you to worship something you fear.
Someone skipped their history lessons. My kind don't worship any gods.
Well, you are the first lineman I have seen.
Oh, I did come all the way from the Great Plains.
What are those like? Are they empty or just more expensive?
Mostly grass.
Oh. The ones that I come from are filled with many vibrant flowers and beautiful trees. Though you might fit in very easily. Many a tiger or stone like yourself. Though we do have our fair share of Aarakocra, though I have not seen those of Snowy's kind.
Alright, I'm back.
Me neither.
You should join me going back to Chot sometime, after all these is over. We could meet other Aarakocra.
Alright, so the room you're in is the gallery. The room is kept dark and cool because there are black curtains drawn over the windows.
Anything very pretty in here?
There is an eclectic collection of tapestries, paintings, and alabaster busts on pedestals meant to impress guests.
As Nikolai slowly dies.
Yeah. I feel the air inside my body slowly anyway.
Would you like to go to bed?
Yes,
'Cause
but
we can end here.
It left my body 6 hours.
With all of the guards dead, this is probably the best spot to end, aside from completing this place.
There's a lot that we get to ravage, probably.
Peruse.
I'm sad I didn't make a bag of holding before we came in here. I don't know if we're gonna get an hour for me to sit in a room to make a bag of holding.
Probably not.
Can we take turns to ravage Zulsa's body?
Oh.
Alright, Fasul will watch and record everything in my book.
Interesting.
It'll be
sure
the
if you would've
next bestseller, Exotic Species into Erotica.
Okay, but like for you, during that, to watch from your familiar's perspective,
Yeah, that's the even better part. She gets to feel it all and watch from every angle.
that'd be fucking weird. It'd be like third person.
You're your own porn cameraman.
out of body porn experience, baby.
Dude, oh my god, if with a familiar, you could be like playing a third-person video game.
Yeah, some people have gotten like a VR headset and gotten a drone that flies like at a set distance behind them, and they just play life in third person.
What the fuck?
Dude, that sounds sick.
That sounds really.
That sounds sickening.
I'm gonna go to fucking bed. I barely got any sleep yesterday. Now I'm
Alright.
Dude, alright. Night, Nick.
Okay, good.
Dude, I would honestly love to do that. Just fucking
I
walk
feel like it'd
around.
probably be funny for an hour and then you get sick of it.
Yeah, but I mean, exactly. But like, just for the novelty, just to
Oh,
be able
yeah.
to do it once.
be cool,
I'd
though.
love to walk around fucking playing life in third person.
Yeah.
You can see how much shit I
It's so
can't
hard to
I
pick
can't do
something up in
properly.
front of you.
purely because I'm looking at myself from a distance.
Yeah.
It's
You
such
could
a
like use it to look around corners by like face planting into a wall.
You look straight down and angle it so you can peer over the wall.
I mean, at that point, drone might have some difficulties.
I don't know, 360 cameras, man. Might be able to. The camera just points down. Oh my god.
I unplugged my headset.
Oh yeah. The wonderful powers of Zulsa coming to light finally.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong imp friend you got. We playing this tomorrow?